players' motivation and also how they're perceived publicly as well. Like, I think Molf only got 1 or 2 trials.
That's enough of that. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Where am I? Where am I? What, webcam. Good morning. Yeah, I got 3 hours. I feel okay. I feel like it's not right. You watching something? Oh, sorry. I'll put it up. I'll put it back on. Was anyone actually... How are people enjoying the... How are people enjoying the Q&A? Anyone actually tune in for it? You had a nice gambling session? What were you gambling on? For questions? On my way to my Patreon now? I mean, if you did enjoy the Q&A, if you go by our Patreon now, you can do that thing. You know what some people do where they do it with, they do it with, you know, I think my friend does it with, like, Disney Plus. They don't pay for Disney Plus the entire year, but they wait for a few things to be out, buy Disney Plus for a month, and then they watch for 3 or 4 shows they want to watch, cancel Disney Plus kind of thing, you know? So I think that's like that's an option. That's an option. Enjoy the part where I vomited in my crush's house. Who says love is dead? Well, maybe it was dead for me on that occasion. Are both VP and Edge coachless? I believe so, yeah. Nice, Psycho Shiro. Top level parasocialing. Let me get this clean feed on the go, huh? Clean feed. I've got a second wind. It's going to be interesting how long that actually lasts, right? Reckon I've at least got 15 minutes of it, though. Alright, alright, alright. Still try sausage, bean, and pizza, though? Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Alright, let's crank these ads back down to a more reasonable number, shall we? Does it still say at the bottom of the stream, am I still currently knocked with Hunter? Am I knocked? I need a bit of a knock check. Still knocked? Bang! We've been knocked this entire time. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to moisturize, okay? I need to moisturize. We're pretty bonded. Can't be separated, can we? As much as Hunter didn't make Chris's shortlist of friends. He's, you know, after we've been knocked for so long, we're surely friends now. Oh. How am I after the match? Well, I didn't see any of the match. I woke up, I saw the result, and I went, okay. At least Salah did well in FPL for me, right? Right? At least that happened, you know? Any idea when EMEA ends? No. There's 2 games, but one of them's a best of 7, of course, right? We can kind of get up. Don't need that, don't need that. Quick FPL check, points. Oh, it's okay. It's better, right? It's better. It's better. It's not great, but it's a bit of a shame about the result, but at least Salah's on for the bonus points, eh? At least he's on for bonus points. Hi, Fefi. Wait, Isaac got bonus points too? Oh, triple bonus points? Alright, so I've got the Isaac points. I've got that. Porro. So it's okay, right? It's okay. I'm at least in contention. Anyone who's got Salah and Haaland is obviously rinsed, right? Is there any benefit to streaming together? I think it just means there's a little bit more. It's easier to find our other streams, you know? So if people know my stream, I mean, see Hunter's stream and vice versa, right? So, like, I think obviously I had, like, a pretty existing viewership base, which probably are actually also quite interested in watching Hunter as well. So it's probably helped a lot of people find his stream. Now we started streaming again. But likewise, Hunter's also probably got, like, a different time zone audience that maybe, you know, won't have seen me before. So I gained a bit of traffic. I got a follow from old Punk. So it's mutually beneficial. So you're donating viewers to Hunter? Well, we're donating each way. Mutually beneficial. Yeah, massive overlap, but we did talk about it because obviously there was a bit of a concern, right? Of like, I think Hunter was keen to say to me he doesn't want to like, well, he doesn't want to like put me out of business. But I think the hope is very much, there's, you know, there's enough for both of us. Today the final, exactly right, Goff. We got 2 lower bracket finals, 2 upper bracket finals, SSG and Virtus Pro. Fuck. And so the ENCE. All right. 4-2 versus SSG. Now that's for prediction, okay? Okay. It's on my screen, mate. What do you mean? Yeah, sorry, I had the thing open, though. Hunter is muted, though. He's not in voice yet. I'm sure he'll pop on when the game begins. Let me turn that on. All right, and have we just got everything? We just got everything. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Anything I'm missing? I'll check my stream title, but I'm confident my loyal mods have been loyally modding. There we go. Do I still have drops? Is there any drops going? Should I have drops in the title still? Am I a bit of a dropper? No drops. Drops are over. But I should put the drops in the title anyway. We'd never spread misinformation here. You'll be dropping some hate comments, yeah. Well, it's always important to remember to send all that hate in DMs if you don't get the result you're looking for. SSG versus Air. Wait, did I type it wrong? Oh, that one. Where's scrolling Preds? Good shout. Good spot. Ooh, good thing one of us is literate. Maybe that sleep hasn't done me as much good as I thought it was. I thought I'd be okay, but maybe that's incorrect information. Cran puts SR drops in his scream tile. Fuck. Fair play, Cran. Oh. If Chris fucks this, I swear to God. Why is my stream lagging? Seems okay. It says it's okay on my end, Lucas. So hopefully that's true. Fuck. Hunter's always busy slopping. He's the slopmeister. If you Google the words "who is the sloppiest man in Australia," you'll immediately get a picture of Hunter. Gonna start a hashtag Chris out. Do I need to do a tweet? Surely people know, right? What kind of picture? The sloppiest fucking picture you can imagine. Well, is Mo Salah cut his hair? Fuck. New trim Mo. New trim Mo Same amount of goals. Fuck. Light mode? Yeah, so originally, well, to be fair, you can't see it, but now, to be fair, I can swap. I used to use dark mode, but when I did for podcast, having light mode stuff actually helped reflect light back on me, so it actually made for lighting in the room better. But I now have a, what do you call them? One of the ring lights. So I can probably get away with going back to dark mode now without it ruining the lighting on my face. Where do I change it again? More... Wait, I should do this off screen so I don't leak something, I guess. Settings of privacy. I don't want to leak my... Jackson's going to be the second top scorer behind Haaland this season. Now, Mocha Mikey is really, really coming in with the hot takes. We're getting anything good? Where are just like display settings? Hold on, let me... Guys, I can crack it. I'm literally a man of mild intelligence. Display. Okay, here we go. Display. Dim. Let's get dim. Alright, now we're feeling... Yeah, I think dim's the optimal. Are people dim or dark? I'm dim pilled, I think. Look at this. Dim? If you tell us your password and subscribe to the Patreon. Nice try. Dark. You go full dark. Full dark Twitter is ugly. I'm happy with this one, you know. Bum, 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 bum. Back, move complete. Welcome to Nottingham, Jabba. Move go alright? Hard day, move day. Not bad. Nice. Did I miss some bangers this morning? Fuck me, Jabba. Did you miss some bangers? Oh my god, did you miss some games this morning? I mean, Fnatic v Vesta, you missed nothing. Alright, maybe as you'd expect. But Pokerface versus Falcons, what a fucking great game. And then Zeta versus Crazy Raccoon. Oh, it's the best Crazy Raccoon game we've seen in a very long time. So if you have time, go back and watch those. I did moat. I captained Salah, so sad for Man United. Happy for my fantasy team. For duality, you know? So he's SSG pilled. Jake's SSG pilled. Yeah, scorelines are crazy. Yeah, definitely recommend checking them out. Get to see a lot of cool stuff. The games themselves are actually exciting. See a lot of interesting comps. Cannot complain. Cannot complain. It was certainly what I needed. What I needed when I was, pardon me, low on energy this morning. Pokerface top 2. Yep. They get that semi-final berth. Salah owns United. I mean, he always does so well, does he not? Always does so well. Some marbles while we wait for the game. Guys, we don't have that long, surely. Come on. All right. No marbles, but here's a thinker for you, right? Is there a way we can combine... Is there a way we can combine gambling with the marbles? I need a brainstorm here. Channel points. How many did not finishes? Ooh, good shout, Mansard. No, I mean, like, what's the bet you would run? What's it, you know? Online Plinko gambling. Let's put real money. Yeah, because I'm happy to use it as filler. It's quite fun. I didn't want to do it so much earlier just because I was so tired. Will CX get top half? Does a white marble win? Why have you got to make it about race, Juby? I just enjoy the sport. This girl. Backbone Psycho in for those factoring their bets. We'll close at doors open, so just over 20 seconds. Was it SSG's pick? Why was it SSG? Oh, are they still using the old seeding?
Can I get a timer check?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Keep counting. Keep
4, 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
0.
Cool.
29, 28.
Yeah, we're there. We're so there.
Oh, I'm excited to hear you're there.
Yeah. Any preds for the match?
SSG, like 3-1, 3-0. Redemption,
Okay.
you know? SSG bounce back. How about you?
I'm gonna go with Virtus Pro, to be honest. I think that SSG, they looked crazy, but I'm a pred VP 3-2. Because I think a lot of SSG, what they changed yesterday to beat Twisted Minds, I don't think it's going to be enough to beat VP with VP playing their best stuff. Yeah, you're welcome to start slow stroking it.
Me or chat or everyone? Open invitation.
It was directed at chat, but you know, I mean, you're more than welcome to as well.
All right, taking my pants off as we speak.
All right.
And someone else who has been caught with their pants down is actually Gala, who goes down so quickly with this one. Will be traded back quickly for Psycho Rock onto Astro. Will survive. And they got the first pick, they got the space, they got the first cap, and they're nearly at this window. Landon and Kaneo in a neck-and-neck race here. The rock onto Haddy will slow him down. He's 1 HP. He's about to run out of form here as well, so they have to lamp Haddy here. Window comes through. Kitsune Rush goes right through that window, though, so they can just barrel on through here. Virtus Pro. Sorta's going to get aggressive. Everyone's going to get aggressive, and Haddy's going to get run over by that.
Yeah, no, I mean, a bit difficult here for the side of SpaceStation. VP, I mean, they have just taken control of the point once again. Rajaro now for the next fight. He's coming up on the flux. Galar getting picked really early on. That's going to slow down him building the beat, but should be able to have it unless SpaceStation go for a really high tempo push here. If SpaceStation, they try to take the fight super fast, they will be able to win this before VP can get their ultimates online. But if they do the classic SSG slow fight, then they will be in trouble. It's looking like they know the advantage that they have right now, because they've muscled up on the point, gone so quickly, but a no lamp challenge coming out from Landon, trying to commit to the Psycho backline, the Psycho Backbone backline. They've been watching the stream, you know, they're taking Sparker out in the agnostic maps, and suddenly Backbone is on Ash getting first picked. Oh.
Rough one for him here, and it means Virtus Pro get a bit more time to maybe recover some of this ult deficit they're in. They still have the Annihilation and the Beat to deal with. They still got that Bob to deal with, but at least now they've got a bit more time, a bit more space. Sorta's holding up here. They'll try and clear him real quick. Nares for Flux, misses for Ramatra, but hits everyone else, and Drajaro's just going to get absolutely bullied in this corner here. Annihilation over the top. No escape. The Beat is late from Gala.
Ooh.
Now, great chance to push back.
Sleepy Spanish. The sleepy Spaniard coming in with a very late beat there. Sorry, mate, we're still getting warmed up on the talking thing, but we'll get there. I should have joined more than 5 seconds before the match started, you know, just to get a flow for it. It's a pretty rough fight there for the side of Virtus Pro. They did invest in that Rajaro, kind of whipping that Gravitic Flux, to be honest, not catching Hardy in the front, and that's a big deal when Hardy's right there smacking you on the chin. VP, they have reasonable ults for the retake, though. Shockwave, he's almost got the bob. Gala, though, good God, just picked again by Backbone. It's looking like, you know, prime Sparker here on the Ashe all of a sudden. Forget getting first pick. Funny Astro, though, looking like he always does, getting first pick for fuck all. And now Sauna is just tearing through all of SpaceStation, hits the pulse on Landon, doesn't actually get the kill purely because Shockwave steals it, the little rat bastard. And that is an insane retake there for VP. Down to Lucio, and they just clean house.
Absolute disaster for SSG, and they're going to make a swap off the back of this. Malga and Kiri coming out. Now, on paper, seems pretty reasonable here. Going to go Venture too, so should be able to get on top of Shockwave here, but with that Bob, they will... Oh, this is a really early Bob, actually. No, they're trying to make the touch really hard. Haddy's going to run through. They beat just to make sure they get the touch. They should have time now. They're all over Shockwave. Suzu comes through. Surely Shockwave can't get out of this one, but Sordo, Rajaro, they're trading everyone as they come in. 3v3. Haddy's going to take the scenic route round to Coast, get himself a Mega and get himself a high ground. Now they turn their attention to Rajaro. Oh, it's just onto the shield for the Pulse Psycho. Rajaro with a chance to stabilize. So close as annihilation. 77%, but he's got a Haddy is in his face. He's got full pocket. Rajaro will get this annihilation. Kitsune Rush coming soon. Virtus Pro are so close to a huge power spike.
VP, I mean, if they can drag this out, it will be okay. The power spike is about to hit. Galar, 97% on that beat drop, but Kanale now, he has to use the Suzu early on. Virtus Pro, I mean, they should be willing to kill... Oh, wow. Before the beat even comes out, Sauna has actually managed to get the better of Psycho, and now SpaceStation, they've just got nothing in the tank. They're going to have to make a miracle happen if they want to hold this before Funny Astro and Landon's ults can come online, and it's just not going to happen. VP, I mean, they're looking pretty strong here. Even when Galar goes down early in the piece, Funny Astro, I mean, he's always there to go down early in a fight. And Sauna, I mean, these last 2 days, he's looked so good. Aim King on the backline.
He's getting so much access, so much value. Seems like he's always got a position where he's on the Ashe, he's on the Baptiste, he's either forcing cooldowns out early, or just getting the kills straight up, and it was a huge problem for SSG to deal with here. And now they're going to go over to Garden, and it looks like they're going to be more of a Ramatra here, just taking a bit of a Ramatra mirror. Oh, maybe Diva from Virtus Pro. It's hard as well, because really that Ramatra mirror, that's where you would feel SSG should, in theory, have the advantage over Virtus Pro, but they give that one up, and now they might have to play into more of this Diva comp that has been a bit of a thorn in their side this whole weekend.
I mean, look, this Diva comp, it's a really scary thing. I haven't seen all that much Ram v Diva, though. It feels like it's not a super common matchup here, at least for the current patch. I'm not sure whether SpaceStation is going to be able to make it work. It's interesting to see that they've committed so hard to the backbone on main DPS, you know. Clearly, he wants to play Mei on Night Market, so now he's playing Sojin and Ashe on Koth. First pick onto Galar, but Bacchus does get traded, you know. I imagine we're going to see a lot of this Feast or Famine gameplay coming out from Jamie on these less familiar heroes. He has the mechanics to make it work on main DPS, but perhaps he doesn't have that same level of practice and the discipline that comes with it.
Trying to make my way back through the choke of a Shockwave. Oh, off the map! Here comes Astro! Nice little boop to open it up, and both of these fights will start with an early pick, and Virtus Pro, they just have to go back to the drawing board, quick reset. As a result of all this damage they have taken, they are at least a little bit ahead on Kitsune Rush here. Maybe just a retake through the White Room, drop that one on point, see if they can get any value, but look at the beat difference here. 40% ahead thanks to those early deaths as Astro.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really solid start now for the side of SpaceStation, and with nothing good to work with right now, they kind of do need to just say, oh god. I mean, even though they didn't have to wait for Kanale's Kitsune Rush. Like, by the time Kanale had rushed, Landon was already gone. This is a pretty rough one now for SpaceStation. I mean, I would have thought that they would have been passively positioned from the start, knowing that they don't have those support ultimates, knowing that Kanale is that little bit ahead. But then at the end, it's not even the ult economy that winds up costing them the fight, because Landon, he just goes down early, he gets pre-fighted.
This game's just been littered with maybe something we don't really associate with SSG or Virtus Pro. Just all these early picks, opening up fights and deciding them before they happen. Now the form trade as Hattie comes across bridge, just trading into Rajaro's face. Sauna is coming behind right now, and Sauna takes down Landon, but Beat comes in anyway. Annihilation, SSG, they want to win 4v5. They've gone so deep here, and Hattie and Psycho have got kills, but Backbone's been left stranded behind. Hattie is currently punching Shockwave in spawn, but they've still got people on point. Bob is there with Jaro. Sauna's going to come harass Hattie now, and I don't know if SSG are going to be able to get the flip off this. Hattie's so deep behind. Gets the Mega. Sauna's just bullying him. Left side, right side. Hattie's in so much trouble. Suzu comes through. Kitsune rush from Landon to try and save him. They've doubled down on all the ults here, SSG, but Landon, 6 HP on the point. Not enough. He will get taken down, and they've invested everything into this, SSG.
This is a panicked mess here for SSG. Time and time again, people going down early. Landon, 2 fights in a row, picked first, and then layering that mistake with Funny Astro's beat, trying to claw it back with the Kitsune rush on the side that bears no fruit. This is so rough. And now look, Galar, he has a beat drop. Kanale, 90% on another Kitsune rush. Backbone, he's thrown down. Oh my god. He's popped the overclock in the spawn, and Rajaro has just gone for gold. Run him down. It's already a 5v4 in favor of VP again, and VP, they've got double support ultimate to bail themselves out. This is a disaster for SpaceStation.
It's so hard for them now. They're low on time because Virtus Pro are getting close to that 100% as well. They have to try and disengage some of these ults as well, but they're so limited on time, so they might have to disengage, but they need Psycho to tip-tap a point while they do it. They can also do with Psycho getting a giant pulse as well. So many problems for SSG here.
It's going to be brutal for SSG on this retake. I mean, again, they just need to drag it. They need to make things happen so slowly. But with the pressure of needing to touch point, I'm not sure whether it's going to be possible. VP waiting for the early skill exchange, and they get a very deep Kitsune rush. Beats have come out from either side now, but Landon, he doesn't have the rush yet. Backbone eats a pulse bomb from Sauna. Kanale takes down Hardy. It's 2v2 now. 2 trades on either side. Galar booped off the map by Funny Astro. Landon now, he's so close to the Kitsune rush, and it's looking like even though they were down on Ultimate SpaceStation, somehow they're going to clutch this one out. Psycho shooting Rajaro in the back, trying to get that double angle. Please, for the love of God, can we give Rajaro back shots?
They're making... Oh, wait, he killed Astro! Okay. They're still going to get the flip. They're going to get the flip. It's going to be okay. And now, all of a sudden, because those 2 support ults get no value from Virtus Pro, they find themselves in a bit of a situation against Kitsune Rush, against Annihilation. All they've got is a Bob. They can maybe force point with that, but it's hard to see how they can really do much. And now it's Virtus Pro's turn to try and do a little bit of a slow fight, try and draw out some of these ultimates and win in the longer fights. But if they want to come bridge right now...
Oh, wow, a fast bridge push from VP. This is a little bit risky here. Bob up in main. Hardy catches that one, and I think they're just going to commit the Kitsune rush to take down the Bob. VP, now they've kited, and I'm not sure that this is the fight that they really needed, because they've just traded 1 for 1, and we know that SpaceStation is a bit ahead on those ultis. Now they're rotating through the white room, going the long way, which is going to enable them to play things a little bit slower, but Hardy, he's actually pushed up really far, gone for a super aggro slow. This could be a push turn here for Virtus Pro. Now you can see the snare and the slow both committed for SpaceStation. Oh no, Sauna's gone down to Backbone though. Backbone closing in on another overclock, and it's looking like it's actually just going to be Virtus Pro falling by the wayside in this final fight. They weren't able to slow things down enough. Pulse Bomb comes out onto Rajaro. I mean, Kanale, he's going to pop the Kitsune rush, but who cares? The round is over. That was tough for Virtus Pro. Maybe they stepped up to the point a little bit too early there, stepped into the danger zone. But even though they didn't need to use ultimates, SpaceStation, they just managed to get those early picks.
Yeah, just managed to find the openings in a situation where it should be pretty controllable, right? If you have a team retaken from white area, the nice thing about it compared to bridges, how much control and the nice disengages, all the corners you have to play safe. But they just managed to find a way through. And now we're going to move on to Night Market. And it seems like it's going to be a Reaper Tracer timing for SSG here. Winston, while Virtus Pro are going to be giving us more of that same Ramattra, Kiri, Lucio here. So, tricky first fights, I think, here for SSG. Ramattra can do a lot to bully this backline, even trade on the Reaper and just make it really difficult for him. Hattie's life especially going to be so hard. Needs to avoid getting caught in these exit jumps. Needs to not take too much spam. And they've also got, well, plenty of damage here, Virtus Pro. Farah and Ash with this Ramattra.
I like this look here for SpaceStation. We've seen them playing some more dodgy comps here in the past, but now they're going back to their strengths. Sauna actually swapping off the Pharah over to Tracer. I'm not too sure about this one. And VP, I mean, they're going to be suffering for it. Sauna's still not here, and SpaceStation, they're fighting 5 versus 4 right now. VP completely muscled off the point, but somehow they're not able to close it out. Funny, Astro goes down before Rajaro gets killed. Psycho's gone down to Shockwave as well, and this is actually a fight that is advantaged. In fact, one for Virtus Pro. SpaceStation, they lost that fight 5v4.
Really interesting. They try and put the pressure on Rajaro, and to be fair, they do get that Rajaro kill, but what happens while they do that? Shockwave's playing on the other side of a point, completely uncontested, loading damage into the back of SSG, gets those 2 picks, and even though they have to sacrifice Rajaro for it, they get all that damage, they get the picks, and now a retake here. Looks like SSG might be keen to go through point with this one here, just try and force the objective, or maybe a bit more direct actually. Bubble behind Rajaro, Backbone gonna walk into his face, they push him back, they get him low before the form, they try and Suzu out Hadi, does get to that Mega, but Swanner is hot on his heels, doesn't let him escape. Hadi was close to Primal, but not close enough. They do get the flip bone. This is the saving grace from SSG, and I think Backbone, Astro, they're just trying to get out main here. Backbone's so committed, though, so they'll just take the flip and look to go next fight with these ultimates now at least finally coming online for SSG.
I mean, at least they managed to secure the flip, slow down the loss a little bit, but pretty unconvincing so far from the side of SpaceStation. Their ult turns are going to be very, very strong. We have to bear that in mind. Kitsune Rush with the Winston, it can be very, very powerful indeed. But for Backbone, it's so difficult to find the opening. Reaper does not match up very well into the Ashe, into the Ramatra. Hardy, you see, jumping deep and actually using the Primal Rage very early. Galar has popped the beat drop, but Shockwave has been juggled off the map. Perfect juggle there from Hardy. Can he get a second? Looks like the answer is no. He is white after all. But in the process, Backbone has managed to take down Rajaro. So Virtus Pro, I mean, they're just going to crumble here. Galar's beat invested, but SpaceStation, their Kitsune Primal turn, too good.
The Reaper with the Kitsune Rush, we don't see it all that often just because we don't see a lot of Reaper, but it's actually one of the best heroes to use in that ultimate. Can shred through any tank, even a Ramatra, puts him in a sticky position here. And now Virtus Pro forced to retake. Top, they're coming. Kitsune Rush in hand here. Hadi will jump back to point, but they have to be careful with this Death Blossom as they walk up. Astro's got the beat as well. Looks like it will just be a Kitsune Rush to force point, or maybe even a Bob first as well. Hadi's coming in behind, though. They're going to try and rotate forward. Kaneo has to Suzu. Beat and Blossom in the back. They catch 2, and they just delete this backline here. Virtus Pro maybe not quick enough to move forward. They hit them from behind. They've been completely sandwiched here, and Rajaro won't get a chance to pop this Annihilation. And SSG looking pretty, but that was the most of their bank used.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really nice dive from SSG, though. Committing 2 ultimates, I mean, it's perhaps not the best macro theory, but, you know, London, they've had their backs to the wall for so long now, they might need to commit 2 ultimates to win a fight. Good jump angle from Hardy, not being scouted out from main, and then a nice connect on the beat drop to everyone that needed it from Astro. VP, though, they're going to have a pretty easy time retaking this, I think. They're going to be able to throw down that Kitsune Rush on the close corner. Rajaro, he's going to have the Annihilation to bail himself out. SpaceStation, they're going to need a really nice dive here once the Kitsune Rush comes online from Landon. Shockwave probably the primary target right now. He doesn't have the escapes needed to get away. We can see Psycho and Sauna dueling towards the spawner SpaceStation, but Virtus Pro, they've actually had their Kitsune Rush completely kited. SpaceStation opting to just avoid that one, give up the cap in favor of winning on economy. I think this is a good decision for them. Kitsune Rush now from Landon, but a disaster. Landon has gone down to Sauna again. The Suzu whiffed, not used. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe on cooldown from the kite. Both supports from the side of Virtus Pro are so low. Hardy is giving the Primal his all, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be enough. Only Galar has gone down. At this point, Hardy needs to play to live. He's playing for the kill, and it's looking like he is not going to get it, instead being peeled. He was only 1 whack away from getting Shockwave off the map, but now he's going to be missing for the final fight. Shockwave decides that he wants to dynamite the wall, but funny Astro, he jumps into the point to his grave, and now SpaceStation, I mean, there's almost no hope for them.
Psycho's trying to get the touch on Pharah, but it's just too little, too late there. They had timing there, but they couldn't find the value on that rotation at SSG. Sauna comes up trumps when his team needs it the most, and just a couple of times now, kind of similar to first fight, right? We see SSG, we see them playing this aggressive dive style with the Winston, the Reaper, they're trying to connect, but a couple of times now, the Virtus Pro DPS, they've just found the perfect timing to be on this opposite angle, getting that free value, get at Landon, get at the backline, and the trades always work out. The Ramatra is still such a tricky hero to kill, even when you can get either side of it, even when you have a Reaper, and enough times there, Rajaro was just a bit too slow to die.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing chat glaze him a little bit, so I feel like I should do my bit as well. Sauna doing an unbelievable job here on the first map, consistently opening up fights before the skill exchange has really taken place. Lots of picks onto Landon, onto Backbone. I think a pick onto Backbone on hitscan is not the most impressive thing in the world because he probably stands still to aim a little bit more than the average hitscan player, but these kills on Landon are crazy. That final fight, it was SSG's to win. They had that good macro play. They kited the rush. They pushed him with their own rush. And Sauna, he just opens it up. He just takes Landon to the grave before anything can happen. And I mean, this is the Sauna that, I mean, we know he's deeply invested in a win versus the SpaceStation squad. He's been benched by them in the Overwatch League. He's got a constant rivalry burning away with them, you know, always London on dive. And here we see it on the screen. Landon going down in that final fight to Sauna. Insane map 1 performance from him.
Works out really nicely for him, and now puts them in decent control of the series. Means they've at least got, you know, a couple of map picks coming their way too if they do run into trouble. And for SSG, you really would have thought, I don't know if you know the answer to this. It was said at the start that SSG picks in this map, even though in theory they shouldn't because they're coming from the lower bracket. But did the original seeding superseded?
I really hope you're not asking me that question, dude. You know better than to ask me format questions. That has to be a fucking joke. Like, I'm gonna start providing slop. Get the fuck out of here. Actually, the nerve of you to ask me a serious question about the bracket or format, like.
All right, well, let me know. Yeah, that one's on me. That one's on me. BP picked the map. Oh, okay. Was it just like a graphical error then? Yeah, Circuit Royale next, as we would probably expect. All right, so should swing it their favor. Sparker is back in. So it looks like we'll get some of the Sim May maybe at some point, but also some of that Backbone Bastion. The Bastion Widow was the version they ran previously. Graphic Scuffle tournaments. Yeah, maybe that's just the situation we're in, Ben. That's just the situation we're in. We'll get an advert out of the way, so we are in the clear. And SSG, more backs against the wall. We won't have time. If they do what they did yesterday, Juby, where they just like, the maps are just coming thick and fast, we won't have time. We won't have time. Like, look at this. They're considering, we're literally going in, Juby. We're literally going in. No time for marbles, no time for slop. Just time for good old-fashioned Overwatch. Cheers to that. Oh, thank you, Unisco. I do appreciate the Twitch Prime. Wherever Preds, they should be up, Saito. You should be able to see them upon your screen. Overwatch keeps interrupting our marbles stream. It can happen. How long have I been up? I mean, to be fair, I've not even been up an hour yet. I had 3 hours sleep last night to Korea, and then I had like another two and a bit hour nap between Korea and EMEA. So, the one this morning I felt particularly rough, and by the end I was struggling. But right now, got a bit of that second wind, you know, got that bit of that pep in my step, if you understand my terminology. So I'm feeling all right about it.
No time for slop at all. Far too efficient of a turnover between maps. And we're going to the SpaceStation Classic. The map that we almost never see them lose because their strat here is just too good. You know, Nightmare, they try to take a leaf out of SpaceStation's book, but nobody does it like SSG on Circuit Royale. Backbone on the Bastion, Sparky back in the lineup on the Widow. This is their strongest map. Hardy now coming up towards the high ground, getting ready to clear out Sauna. Just the presence of Hardy is enough for Sauna to back it up. And now, the first corner, it is slowly going to be conceded by VP. They don't want a hard fight here. They just want to poke and back up, poke and back up. But as I say that, Rajaro, it appears that he did not get the memo. The entirety of Virtus Pro didn't get the memo. And now they're all falling over. This is going to be really good for the ult charge of SpaceStation. Now look over, Landon 95% on a window, retaking where you have to touch cart into a Bastion with form, shooting through a window. This is going to be really tough already for VP.
it caught in 2 minds because they weren't dying on cart either, so it's going to be, it might just be 2 fights and done. Nice and easy for SSG. A clear window timing for them here. Virtus.pro have to touch. Rajaro has to hold strong, and they need Shockwave to find an angle, and he's on the Ash here as well. So a harder pick, but Landon, the perfect pick out of nowhere. No lamp, no nothing. Sauna's just killed him across the map.
It's just not Landon's day. So many fights in a row now. We've seen Landon go down first. This is very uncharacteristic, especially on the Baptiste. He's not up against any snipers. I don't know how he has died there. It doesn't make any sense. And now, suddenly VP, I mean, they're in the driver's seat because SpaceStation, they have to retake across this long stretch right here. This is going to burn through their resources. And VP, their comp, it's so good now that they've built up the ults. Playing into an ult cycle on first point is going to be so hard for SpaceStation.
The Captive Sun, the window, the barrage, so many things to worry about, so many things to deal with. Astro will have the beat, but he's only got beat for one of them, and some of these heroes, the Widow, the Bastion, they can be so vulnerable to this. They're going to swing the corner right now. Haddy trying to get in there. Captive Sun in return. Ryan actually pretty good at dealing with this because he's got a big old shield. Looking for it at the choke, though. Meanwhile, they push onto Sparker. Rajaro will finish that. Pin comes in, though. Rajaro's in a bit of trouble. He's been taken for a ride. He's been taken upstairs by Haddy, and he's been finished off. And now, Haddy needs to live. He's so low on HP. Gala's desperate to try and follow it up. Bastion low as well. They're all so low in the corner. They're going to get the beat off. They're going to try and get the turn off. Now Haddy trying to find it. Barrage over the top. Sort of finds one. Gets traded by Haddy. Swung out of the air. Haddy holds strong. He's hunting down Gala. Gala's 1 HP. Bob comes out. Will boop up Haddy. Will maybe save Shockwave. Shockwave just wants kills. He's going to back up now. They're going to kill the Bob. It buys him a bit of time. Sauna's gone Tracer. Canale's gone Lucio. They're just trying to get back as fast as they can out of spawn. They're forcing a point. They have Annihilation here. If they can get Rajaro on point, they can anchor this for a while, VP.
Such a chaotic fight there, but SpaceStation, I mean, I feel like they're now in a good position to take it. They just need to wait for this window. I don't think that they should force the issue right now. The window form, it's always such a powerful combo, especially here on the first corner. Rajaro, he's actually pushing in. He's blasting poor Backbone, but Sparker, he's taken down Canale. Landon, what is going on? What is that lamp so wide? Was there a Sparker off to the right that I couldn't see?
Yeah.
It must have been for Spark. SpaceStation now in a 4 versus 4, but VP, I mean, they're relying entirely on the healing of Galar. Backbone, he's shooting through that window, but Landon again is the one to go down, and this is starting to look really dicey for SpaceStation, Xavier. Now they have 22 seconds to touch. VP, they have another Captive Sun, and a Captive Sun is really all you need to take out a Rhine team all balled up. This is looking so hard for them.
Backbone's going to go May. Maybe helps him a little bit with the touch, but you can see, look at Virtus.pro. Gala Captive Sun in hand. Keen to drop this into the backline here. He's going to be pulled. They're going to take a step back. Haddy, he's just getting pushed while his Captive Sun's in place. They just hit Haddy with it. Astra will die. I don't know if anyone else can even touch. Such a difficult last fight for SSG, and their pocket pick, their Circuit Royale. It's a disaster.
Unbelievable. I mean, this is supposed to be the map where SpaceStation are almost unbeatable, and a series of magic picks coming out, just completely killing their best strategy. I don't know what happened to SpaceStation today, but this is not the team that we know and love. I mean, this is just unreal. So many pre-fight deaths. I mean, this team has gone the distance versus like Overwatch League playoffs brackets, and now we've got Landon just falling over to fucking Sauna. I don't know what's happened here. I mean, this is a new era for SpaceStation.
At least on Lijiang Tower, there were elements where I was like, oh, Sauna's making some really nicely timed plays. He's hitting some, like, pretty tasty clips, looking really good. But honestly, do you think Virtus.pro really had to do anything all that difficult to complete this full hold? It felt like sometimes the picks were just being gifted, sort of just lobbing rockets across the map, and suddenly he's killed for Baptiste, he's killed for Widow. All just seems a little bit too easy for Virtus.pro. And now SSG, they're going to go May Widow on the defense here. And they need serious time off the clock. They need Sparker to go hard. They need everything to go right for them now, because they need to complete a fuller hold.
I mean, SSG, they have a massive task ahead of them. They haven't even pushed the cart as far as they possibly could here on this first point. You know, I don't think they even got it around that second corner. So things are looking really dicey for them. They're going to have such a solid hold. And against Virtus.pro's comp, I mean, you have to budget for a fight loss. These ultimates, they're so strong. There's so much pressure. SpaceStation, they're going to need perfect play for this whole 4-minute hold right now. And I mean, we have not been seeing perfect play today.
No, not at all. They do have the advantage. It's going to be Ash from Shockwave, so Sparker still has a bit of this. He's been hitting his shots, to be fair to Spark here. He's going to need to do a few more for him here. Sauna's going to get his way in top left, and they're just going to hold in this next corner, which means we're kind of just in one fight territory, honestly, for SSG. They at least have a corner to disengage in if they get in trouble, but have to play a fine game. Body shot onto Sauna, sends him back for now. Just building ults on this corner. Backline's already got a couple of digs. Landon's window is coming up faster, but they're already getting bullied back. Haddy out of shield has to be careful here.
Yeah, no, I mean, Sauna, he's getting massive splash rockets now, and while this will help Landon charge up the window, it is really pushing SpaceStation into a corner. Virtus Pro, they have the angles now. You can see the Alari over on that right-hand side, and suddenly SpaceStation, I mean, if they can't answer back with the window soon, they're just going to lose to the overwhelming pressure of VP's angles. Window comes out for Landon, but both supports for SpaceStation are so low, and again, Landon goes down. No picks through the window, not enough to hold, and now there's nothing coming up for SSG. We're gonna need a miracle, and we're not seeing it, Xavier.
Sparker gets one. He just needs 4 more, Spark. 4 more out of your Spark. He can't do it. Oh, and it was just too easy in the end, right? Again, it starts with Landon's death, and once we see that Farah and Alari from Virtus Pro taking this sort of staircase side to the right of a point, all of a sudden they just have the angles. They put the pressure on. You see they take loads of damage to try and get the fast window, but then that window doesn't actually get them out of trouble. And a quick circuit royale, and now SSG. Where do they go next? Dive map? Surely not. It's a real problem.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought that this was their matchup, you know. I thought this is something that they would be more than comfortable on. And it looked it from the start, you know, that first fight, it's like, oh yeah, we're back on the SSG map where they can't possibly lose it. But it seems like VP, I mean, they're just playing to their strengths. I mean, these are some of their best comps when they get to play the double flex support, when they get to play Sauna on something like a Farah. Shockwave, I mean, Shockwave's literally always on Ash. So I think that, you know, to say Shockwave playing Ash is playing to your strengths, I mean, it's like, you know, water's wet. It means nothing. But overall, like, just is it the skill expression coming through? You know, we're finally seeing the peaks from these players, because I really feel like we're not necessarily seeing an insane performance like on here on the Circuit Royale. It didn't feel like we were seeing an insane performance from any one player on VP, more an egregious one from the side of SSG, where they're going down to what feels like nothing.
Yeah, so many of the fights, when we think of SSG, I always think of, obviously, 1, this comp, but 2, also these big, long fights layered with disengages and smart plays and rotations and all of this. Fights where they can just bleed out ultimates from the enemy team, then push with these clear advantages. And we're kind of seeing none of that today, but the reason you're seeing none of that, I think, is these picks you're talking about. They just die beforehand, so anytime they try and do something like that, we just see them fall over.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not trying to captain a Landon hate campaign, but it does feel like these first 2 maps have been really rough ones for him in particular, you know, regular first picks, deaths after using his ult, not really what we need if we're going to see this series get even remotely competitive rolling into the 3rd map. And I don't know what sort of map we're going to see. Maybe we do see the kind of short-sighted approach again, where, you know, because we're down 0-2, we're not going to pick for the long term, we're not going to pick for protecting maps, we're just going to pick something like a New Junk City, because if we go to a map like New Junk City, we'll probably see a Malga mirror, and we know SSG, they love that. They love a rush mirror where they can just play the double flex DPS comp, they can put Hardy on Malga, and they can just play their push-pull game to perfection. I mean, their macro, it's still good. We saw it even on Night Market. You know, they disengage the Kitsune rush of Kanale, they re-engage with their own. But the problem is, when they re-engage with their own, someone is dead. For nothing. And that has to stop.
Yeah, they're not macro errors, they're just people fucking dying errors. And this is, if that happens, there's no macro solution to this. You know, you just need to try and cut down on these mistakes, because they can be so costly. Because Virtus Pro haven't been made to sweat yet. And what, reverse sweep situation? But I mean, it doesn't even look remotely possible right now for SSG.
Yeah, no, definitely backs to the walls. And I mean, just looking at the map pool here, I mean, I suppose they could take it to a hybrid if they really want to protect, you know? because on Flashpoint and Push, I suppose they can continually force it into situations where they can keep playing these Winston-centric comps, these Lucio Winston comps. But that wasn't a very convincing look for them. It's hard to play Lucio Winston into a team that is adept at D.Va, and that is such an issue here for SSG. An issue for the patch is that, you know, maybe versus Twisted Minds, they can get away with it. They can play that Winston stuff, do a little bit of the swap gaming, but versus Virtus Pro and then versus ENCE later in the bracket, I mean, that's not something that you can necessarily get away with.
No, and we're going to see Backbone and Psycho coming in here. So, presume we are going over to maybe some of that, right? Would be their Venture Tracer lineup or something, or even May Tracer, depending on the version they want to run. So it seems like they want to lean that way. Seems like they want to try and get some of those matchups we were talking about here, but the problem with this is you also need like a confidence reset. It's going to be Colosseo too. So I guess
okay, so I don't understand this choice. I really don't, because I feel as if this is perhaps
a really hard.
You know, it's not a map where you're going to play Malga. It's clearly a map where they're intending to play Winston or D.Va. There's really no other meta options here. Yeah. Wait, no, what am I saying? They're going to play Ryan. They played Ryan here the other day. They're going to play Ryan again. SSG, they're going back to their roots well and truly. Even though they've lost playing Ryan on Circuit Royale, they're going to go to a Ryan matchup again, I think, because, I mean, this did work for them yesterday, you know, Hardy shattering the bot. Hardy said after the match that he went 4-6 and they won, so I think we're just going to see a repeat of that, where Hardy's main focus is going to be around the objective and around pressuring the enemy team's squishies into little corners so that somebody else can do the work, because I mean, we know SSG is a solid Ryan team, but we also know that this patch isn't great for it. Twisted Minds, I mean, they were unable to deal with the Reinhardt, but Virtus Pro, I mean, they probably have a stronger dive lineup at this point. Oh, no Ryan? Another delusional take from me.
So we're going to go for the Reaper Tracer then. So this, I mean, to be fair, it did kind of work on Lijiang Tower. I know they literally didn't win, but there was at least, you could see the solution through, right? And maybe Sorna and Shockwave asked to do quite a lot in important fights here. Do feel, especially in this corridor part of the fight for a Winston, there's lots of room for error here, lots of difficulty in terms of getting those first engages. So this first fight in particular, until SSG can get to maybe some of these support ult timings, might just be a slow and patient one for them. And it looks like they're actually going to roll through Fountain here. They want to get behind. Sorna's gone Farah. I think they know Virtus Pro are all looking at him. Sorna has to be careful he doesn't get caught here. They're looking for Sorna, but Farah's got a billion movement ability, so we'll be able to get through, reposition it, and now they can flip the map. But this is maybe a little bit tricky for SSG, because Virtus Pro, Rajaro, he has that frontline advantage. Once the robot unlocks, they can start just edging it away from SSG.
Yeah, no, I mean, SSG, they've applied their Ryan theory, but they're playing Winston. A huge gamble in hopes of catching someone early. And now, look, as they lose the fight, the bot is simultaneously pushed away from them. It's going to be so hard for them to block the cart. You can see now they're not trying to trade out. They're just trying to die as quickly as possible because they need to die fast. If they stay alive, they're on the wrong side of the map. Hardy making this instant swap over to the Malga off to Winston. Winston Gambit, it has come and gone in no time at all. And SpaceStation, I mean, this is looking so rough for them already. At least Rajaro is on Ramatra, so Hardy, you know, he has something that he can fight with, but VP's DPS, they're going to be so difficult to catch for Hardy. Hardy coming in now with the stomp, forcing Rajaro back. The cart has already moved 37 meters though. We're only a minute and a half into this map, Xavier.
Sort of with the barrage already, Kaneo Kitsune Rush, about equal with Landon at least here, but with Reaper Tracer, you really got to worry that Sorna's just going to be entirely free a lot of the time. They can be aggressive, they can put pressure onto Shockwave, they can make his life really difficult, they can bully Rajaro, but how are they going to deal with Sorna? He has this barrage, and it looks like he's trying to come through the fountain side right now. Will be a run back from Hadi here, trying to get his health back up. Kitsune Rush available for Landon if they want to take this trade. They just have to care this barrage of away, but they're having such a hard time, they have to Suzu and Kitsune Rush and Backbone dies. They're just dead before the fight. It's more of the same problems, Max.
Oh, I mean, look, at least with this map, I mean, they have an excuse. The excuse being that this comp is fucking ass on Colosseo. Colosseo is a really difficult map to play the Reaper. Everyone plays Hitscan here for a reason. There are long sight lines. There are multiple levels of high ground. This is a map where it's so difficult to get the Reaper off. So Backbone, I mean, he may be looking like an absolute troglodyte on the Reaper, but the issue is with his hero selection, not with his performance on the roll. This is so difficult for SSG. An uphill battle. You can see Backbone going for the TP, and again he goes down because the sidelines, they're too long. There's too much distance.
It just feels like they've got the wrong read completely, and now the Kitsune Rush on point. Hadi's going to try and disengage nearly at this cage. Sombra swap now from Backbone, but Hadi's just getting shredded by this. Astro and Landon, they will be able to get out with some of this coast area. I'm lying to you. Landon's got caught here, and now Cap is going to go through. Landon in so much trouble. Astro has beat Hadi as cage. This is maybe a fight they can finally win, but honestly, even in cage, Annihilation and Barrage could be really reasonable ways to win that fight, even if you are stuck in the cage.
I mean, now, Backbone, he's made the swap over to the Sombra. And again, I mean, I'm not sure that this is going to be enough. Beat push coming in now too. Funny Astro drops the beat, but Galar, he has the second beat. And here's the barrage from Sauna. 1-for-1 trades. Hadi pops the cage. He's burning Rajaro inside of it. And it is looking like finally SSG, they're going to take their first meaningful fight win of the map. They're going to push the bot back to the middle here and, you know, get their first meter on the board while they're at it.
Sigma swap from Rajaro and Sauna going on to Tracer, which is a bit of a weird one because I really think... Oh no, is he just swapping in spawn? Okay, he settled on the Tracer. I thought the Pharaoh was doing so much. Really difficult for SSG to deal with. Getting significant damage onto Hadi before in these fights. Now the Sigma comes out, but I feel like the Sombra can really bully the Sigma in a lot of situations. There it is, hack onto Rajaro, and they just Kitsune Rush. Rajaro just about gets the Matrix, but Gala dies in the meantime, and he just has no health, Rajaro. If the Sigma swap into the Sombra here, feels like a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly exactly what SSG needed to have any form of a chance in the series. I think the Rajaro swap, Sigma into Malga, that makes sense, you know? That's about a 50-50, maybe 55-45 matchup where Rajaro is slightly advantaged, but he's not considering the full picture here. He's not considering the fact that Backbone can completely cut out his impact. So this could be something which is actually favoring SpaceStation right now. Virtus Pro, they don't have any ultimates online just yet, but Shockwave and Canale, as the cart continues to slowly edge forward, Shockwave and Canale, they are going to build that Bob, that Kitsune Rush, and then they will be happy to take the fight. The thing is, they don't need to do anything. It's SpaceStation that needs to push the cart out into the open. A massive EMP for Backbone here, takes down Sauna, catches Rajaro as well, no conversion on that. Hadi under a little bit of pressure, the Bob doing so much damage to him, and that's going to force out the Suzu from the side of SpaceStation. Bot sneaking away through main. You can see SSG, they need to pin back to cart.
Trying to find it. They have regathered themselves over on cart, but it means they still haven't cleared these high ground areas there. The EMP for Backbone, it gets the kills, but it stops. It doesn't actually converge into a big meter advantage. Now for support ults and Backbone again. He hates Rajaro. Gonna hack him out of everything here. And there's the hack timing. Shield does come out. Rock as well. Rajaro's hit all his cooldowns to get him out. As the Kitsune Rush trade comes in, Beat comes through from Astro. Still 12% for Gala to get there, but I think they've just about weathered the storm. Psycho made a play for him, but can't get him. They're all okay on the high ground. And this beat timing is coming up right now for Gala. A chance to push back, a chance to overwhelm SSG as they drop down here.
Oh, I mean, the fact that SpaceStation have managed to get the cart this far, this is good news for them. Even if they lose it here, they've got to be happy to finally be out of that high ground stretch. But Psycho, he gets a pick. He sticks Shockwave. Big comes out from Galar and Hadi goes down. Hadi, Landon both falling down means that SpaceStation almost certainly are going to be losing the bot here and refighting in the middle once more. But this is not the worst for SpaceStation. They've bled the beats. They've bled a couple of ults out of Virtus Pro, and now they're coming back in with the cage. The cage could be so deadly against Rajaro. If he gets caught in there, he will go down immediately. Sauna, he has something of a soft cage counter though. He has the Barrage. So we're going to have to keep our eyes on him because Barrage could be what breaks SpaceStation in two.
Normally what a Sigma does if they get in cages, they try and use their Matrix, but remember, Backbone could just get free hacks during the cage, right? Stand outside it, cancel that Matrix, could be really killable for Rajaro. He has the Flux to start it, any hacks coming through? No, does get it, Suzu saves it. Oh, it's the cage goes off, but Hadi dies. Rajaro is in there, he's getting bullied from all angles. For Suzu, just in time for Canale, they stabilize the cage, it goes off, but Hadi dies for it. And Virtus Pro win a crucial fight there for just a Bob and a Flux, really. Not a bad trade at all.
Oh, I mean, this is really bad for SpaceStation now. Landon just missing that Suzu timing on the Flux. They were invulnerable in the air, but they both they took the damage from the Flux landing, so he did not quite time that right. Now SpaceStation, I mean, they have EMP. Hardy's made the swap over to Winston. They're trying to go for a fast fight win here. EMP into dive, but Sauna, he barrages, he takes down Astro, and without the Lucio, it's going to be so hard for a quick execute. Backbone, he's doing so much damage, but it's distributed across the entirety of VP. Hardy does not get that massive cleave, and this is even worse for SpaceStation now. Kanail's Kitsune Rush counters out the EMP, and SpaceStation, I mean, they've got nothing now. They're in so much trouble. They obviously have ults, but they're losing meters again and again. They still don't even have the checkpoint. They needed that EMP fight win.
Sojourn swap now from Backbone, trying to flip it up a little bit. Come on, I've barely been up awake an hour. Gala has the beat here, but SSG with support advantage. But they've got so much to do. They have to win fights efficiently. They have to win them cleanly. They're trying to get Hattie into position now, but Winston does match up nicely into the Sigma as this Kitsune Rush comes in. Bubble onto Rajaro. Rajaro matrixes out though. Hattie keeps on chasing. Beat comes out from Gala. Astro will beat back, so they've had to use both supportos. They need the kill. Astro's going behind him. Psycho connects the pulse bomb. They do crush him here. It's a good fight win here for SSG, but it costs them 2 ultimates, and they've still got such an uphill battle ahead of them.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've had an extremely expensive fight win here for SSG. 3 ultimates, Psycho using the pulse bomb as well, and VP, look, Rajara, he's made the swap over to the Diva now. That's even more pressure on Hardy. Hardy will probably be fine in this fight because he has the Primal, but every other fight that follows, he's going to be fighting through hell. Backbone has also made the swap over to Sojourn, and I mean, we saw this on the Koth. Even though his neutral fight, it's not bad, he makes a few too many mistakes. He gets caught out a little bit too much. This is going to be really dangerous here for SSG. They're not on a comfort comp. They might be getting counter comped ever so slightly, and they have to fight such an uphill battle.
Starting to run out of time too. 50 seconds on the clock here. Hattie's going to come through left-hand side. Gets for Mega. Will get Sauna in his face. Jumps over him. Looks for it. Oh, connected onto Garner here. Primal wants to try and go for him. Can't quite get the juggle he's looking for. Shockwave doesn't have Bob yet, and now he's gone. He's off the map. Hattie will give a mini. Nice juggle. Now looking for more. We'll be able to pick up Kanail too. And no trade so far for SSG. They need to keep Backbone alive. Suzu is out. They should be able to clear up point now. They'll get the late kill. They'll focus down these DPS, and SSG a clean fight when they need it most. 20 seconds left on the clock, but they get the cap point.
Unbelievable. We've got the people's white man Winston over here. Hardy, 2k with the Primal Rage, and SpaceStation. Now they actually have a very real chance to make this competitive once more. They're 80% on both support ultimates. They have double DPS ult, but they've got to be so careful. This next 20% is going to be so crucial. VP, they have the ults already. The Bob can just fly in on the cart, and they are not able to disengage. Funny Astro so low. Suzu burn, bubble burn, Backbone. He's popped the overclock, but they're trapped in a corner. Hardy has gone down to nothing. The Dynamite has splashed on SpaceStation, and it is just going to be a wash. 3-0 for Virtus Pro? Get the fuck out of here, man.
And Ajax is on top, but out from Astro, and it looked so winnable, but they were just short of it. Virtus Pro find the right timing right at the end. They made it winnable, but even then, if they'd won that map, we would have been talking about, like, what a clutch map for SSG, what a comeback, all of this. It wasn't what we normally talk about with SSG, where they have just a really smart way to play the game. They win through good macro, anything like this. And 3-0 out in 3rd place, SSG. I don't think, even after the Esports World Cup, I don't think anyone really had this on their agenda, and a devastating loss. And this wasn't on Dive either, really. Like, this wasn't like a, oh, the comp's just weak heroes for us, all of this. You know, this was on Ryan and Baptiste on some of these maps.
I mean, Virtus Pro, they went further than SSG at the Esports World Cup, and people chalked it up to bracket, chalked it up to choke. But now, again, we've seen it twice in a row in this tournament. SSG has lost to Virtus Pro. I mean, you really have to start wondering, like, is this patch just a huge issue for SSG, or is there something worse at play? This isn't the first time that SSG has gone out early in a tournament in EU now. This is their 2nd major underperformance for the year.
Thank you, Woodeater. Thank you, Woodeater, as well, who asked a very legitimate question, which is, does Chris do any legitimate coaching? And we'll find out. We'll find out. And devastating loss here. A devastating tournament, really. While most teams might be satisfied with a 3rd place or something, SSG will not be satisfied with this at all. And Virtus Pro right now moving on into our very next game, a grand final best of 7 against ENCE.
Yeah, no, I mean, this grand final, it's coming up a little sooner than maybe we anticipated. I thought we were in for a long series here. I did Pred VP, but I said 3-2. I thought this was going to be a dogfight. I thought that SSG would be winning their picks, but they're 2 picks and they've been 3-0. They've been stomped just about. A massive push on Colosseo, a full hold. Oh, like, just, it was barely close at all. You know, the best SSG could put up was a checkpoint and a cough map. So... Not too pleased about that one, you know, as an SSG head myself. But I mean, I'm just waiting to see Sauna spawn in the Twitch chat. He's probably going to do an interview soon. If not Sauna, then maybe, you know, someone with a bit less character. Maybe they get Galar in to explain how he managed to not Ajax today. But I mean, they should interview Sauna. He was chopping it up. Actually, such a good performance on the Tracer here today.
Yeah, on the Farah as well. Like, it was an element of like some of it came easy, but yeah. Is he there?
Yeah, he's here. He just dropped a W orange though.
I mean, there's not many things I think that really feel like a W orange moment than 3-0ing SSG in the lower bracket final. All right.
Oh, brutal. So brutal. There'll be a pretty long break between the matches, right? Because they need to give
like VP a chunk of time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
right,
so that'll be the stall will be the name of the day.
Roger that. I'm gonna go grab a drink and stuff. Maybe get myself some chili. I'll be back in time for the final.
All right.
Marbles time. All right, give me time to sort food and stuff. And then we can get one going. All right. Don't go anywhere.
Who should be with us right now? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Hello, guys.
Hello, Shockwave. First things first, usually I would say congratulations, but first, apologies are due.
We're sorry.
We're really sorry. We all thought that SSG is going to run away with it, but you guys played phenomenally today. Let's talk about those adaptations, because obviously we've seen a lot of that double flex support coming out from your team, and we did identify that as a potential weakness that could be abused by the opposition, but you had an answer for that today. Was that kind of what you were trying to achieve by switching it up? Did you feel like if you would have run that double flex support, that would have come back to bite you against SSG?
Actually, I feel like we can actually just win versus SSG, just even like in Rush Mirror, like I think we did today. I don't even think we need to go to double flex. I think we're actually just a bit of a joker team. I think we're kind of inconsistent. Like, we just get absolutely first held, completely smashed by ENCE, you know, and then we just like win 3-0 like SSG versus SSG. So maybe today we can make like a turn against that team now, but I don't know. Sometimes we're just off, and today we weren't. So yeah, yeah.
That bodes well for your next matchup going up against ENCE in the grand finals. What did you guys take away from that last series? Of course, ENCE did kind of shut you guys out. Now going into the grand final, it's going to be a long series, best of 7, of course, a lot of room for map picks and adaptation. What, if you can reveal, without revealing maybe too much strategy-wise, how does the team feel right now? What's the mindset going up against an opponent like that?
I mean, I think we tried some comps, but I think they have pretty good answers, like on the slow comps, like Hybrid and Escort. I mean, we did get first held right yesterday on King's Row, and then on Shambali it wasn't too pretty as well. So, I don't know, we might try something else. But again, I think sometimes it's also just like trusting your strong comps, right? Like, if we play bad and we just lose because they're better, like, so be it. You shouldn't always like just scapegoat the comp. So yeah, we'll see as we go through the series. But yeah, should be okay.
Should be okay. Well, that's real talk, Shockwave. Thank you so much for taking the time. Best of luck in the grand finals.
Thank you, thank you.
Shockwave from...
We're back. I don't know why that's happening. Back. Get some light though. Oh wait, we're getting an interview? Kev's a superstar? These guys didn't see him fucking play marbles last night. He was a flop. Marble flop. Already happened. Who was it? Is it worth watching? Kev played. Yeah, Kev was playing marbles all last night. We're up to 4 AM playing marbles. Would have been 5 AM for him. It was shockers. Not worth it. Is the marbles worth it though, chat? Alright then. Alright then. Alright then. Does anyone have a map in mind? A racetrack? Did Kev win? No, Kev didn't win. TVNT actually won. TVNT was the winner of one of them. Alright, where's me marbles layer? What's above my head? Scrolling through. Some incorrect information. I guess I need to update my preds now. Because my grand final pred looks like it might be pretty unlikely to come through, you know. Congratulations, Shockwave. Honestly, didn't even feel that hard in the end. That's maybe the most surprising thing. You gonna win it all, Shockwave? Do I need to predict ENCE getting swept?
Vamos. Nice.
Vamos!
It's difficult now.
Thank you for warm up.
Vamos, thank you for warm up. Alright. Let me update my preds then, because Shoggers is right. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm still going to go ENCE, though. I'm so ENCE-pilled this tournament. ENCE will go 3-0, then get reverse swept. I think... Do I still think 4-2? I still think 4-2. I go 4-3. A Giga Banger. 4-2, maybe. I'll keep it 4-2. All right, let me... ENCE hasn't lost a map yet. Let's say 4-1. That seems reasonable. What do we want? This one? Sure. All right. Sounds strong. Okay. Does anyone want to just play? Fuck. Trying to get some marbles in. All right, Rajaro. All right. If Rajaro wins this one, I'll change my prediction to a Virtus Pro sweep. Congratulations as well, Rajaro. Big win. Chance for gold now. All right, we got everyone. Exclamation mark play. 10 seconds starting now. Get involved. Can I use 2 accounts? Sure you can, Teddy. Of course you can, Teddy. What a throwback. All right, we're off. All right, one big old funnel. Everyone encroaching, getting in. Lots of spinners to get through here. Everything's see-through, which is really nice here. And it's actually J Grant. J Grant must get up in the lead, down the staircase. Keeping their pace up. Everyone's following. J Grant, a little bit of a lead, but the maze. The maze is going to slow them down. Oh, lots of people getting stuck on the maze. A big reset here in terms of who's in the lead. Hadidas out top. Through again, stoppers. Luna with the sweep. Luna straight through. Another obstacle, but there's a big spin, and this will be a big reset here. Luna's going to go in with the lead, maybe just about. Needs to get through, needs stoppers, though. No. Whoa, let's go. Where we going? Speedwagon off the edge. Rip, no. Hadidas will get... No, probably gets into the spinner first. Probably in the spinner. They off the edge. Spinning around, spinning. Who's going to come out first? Anyone? No FIFA boy off the edge. Nowhere off the edge. People trying to take shortcuts. Juby lagging behind at the end. Popple actually comes out first here. Needs to try and find a way through. And there's lots of things to reset you here as well. Tempu Iconics joining the spin. Turtle shortly behind here. People just trying to get to the spinner here. Tempu coming through. Iconics both through. Not many more obstacles left. Tempu's holding a strong lead. Turtle in third place, but lagging behind the front two. Iconics slows down on the corner. All about good cornering here as we go into the final Ferris wheel. Or the final 2 Ferris wheels. Oh, Tempu gets stuck. Oh, Iconics gets stuck as well. Wait, maybe Rise for speed boost? Slings it through. Iconics. Oh, nearly a clear run. Iconics slowed down again. Chance for overtaking here. Kion is here. No. Zorro into the lead. Zorro's gone right through. Just needs to avoid the laser. Zorro. Any dodgers? Gets through. Kion is here. Zorro gets stuck. Kion is through as well. It's a neck-and-neck race. Can they get into the test tubes? There's more people catching up. Zorro and Kion, they've been slowed down so much, though. Zorro holds the lead. Zorro, Pajamas on the overlap. Pajamas. Zorro still through. Can he land in a test tube in time? Pajamas is in. Zorro's in. Zorro first place. Easy for Zorro. Pajamas in second. JP24. Oh, actually gets 5th in the end. Just overtaken by Iconics. Who's here at the back? Bull Skunk. Bull Skunk cheating? Oh, what? Bull Skunk recovers a huge amount of time on this one.
Hello, Terrence.
Someone who's not recovering time, though. Juby near the back. But look at this. Look at this pair of Drongos at the back. Ayua, Secret, 30 seconds left. Last place is getting timed out. Ayua. Oh, no. Shambles. 20 seconds to recover it. Oh, we're stuck on another one. Oh, no. There's no recovery from this. 16 seconds. It's not enough time. It's not looking good. Not looking good. 9 seconds. Wait, Secret's going backwards. Wait! The last minute overtake. Secret has fumbled. Secret has shit the bed at the end. Wait, Ayua gets pushed back as well. 1 second. Secret has fluffed it. Ayua is saved. What is Secret doing? What is Secret doing? Oh. Unbelievable. Congratulations to Zorro. You can't make this up. Goodbye, Secret. A disaster. Honestly, a well-deserved timeout for that disaster. Easy for Zorro. Let's get Zorro a sub going, shall we? Let's get him a sub going. There you go. Congrats, Zorro.
Fuck you, Chris.
Fuck. Leave Chris alone. He's had a rough enough day, Gumba. Come on. He's had a rough day. You're in real danger of a timeout. Bull Skunk all the way up to 14th with that clutch play at the end. Who else we got? Ice 27th. A lot of diers here. I died. Juby died. Oh, I guess some of us might have just run out of time as well. I think everyone above a certain line probably just ran out of time to finish. A classic W Ange. Oh, hold on. That's my food. Oh, 2 seconds. Oh, food is here as well. Rajaro, immediately dead. No chance. Food check. It's chili. Chili and rice, some sour cream, some cheese. What's the mainstream saying? Still yapping? My food's gonna be too hot to eat right now anyway. Need it to chill out. Marbles? You guys need no encouragement. No encouragement. We played that one twice, played that one. This one's got a 95% death rate. It's only 13 seconds. Should we do this one? 13 seconds, 95% death rate. Oh, you need my face out of the way? Okay. There we go. I mean, Unter in the way too. We'll disappear for a second. 13 seconds is a long time. Alright, let's do it. I'm in. Alright, what are we looking at here? What happens here? What happens here? I don't understand. I don't understand this course at all. Look at the bottom. Oh! You've got to land in this? But how? How? Alright. 10 seconds then. Exclamation mark play to get involved. 10 seconds. Very carefully. 5% will make it. That's what the stats say. No timeout for this one. I don't know if there'll be enough people. Alright, we're diving, we're diving, we're diving. Any landers? Any landers? Kion straight in! Kion straight in! 7M2 in? Fuck. Easy for Kion. 2 finishers, 2 survivors. New record time. What's this, 12 seconds? I don't know if 13 seconds is the average or the fastest. That was atrocious. Should we do a... Wait, yeah, you're right. Wait, does 7M get timed out? Slowest finish is second, but slowest finisher. Unfortunately, 7M, I don't make the rules. GB refuses. That's mean. Too mean. We want mercy. Mercy? Mercy or salute? We want blood? Alright. The people have asked for blood. GB. It's time to pull the trigger. Get us a proper course? Yeah, that was That was a quickie. Alright. What about Blazing Angelic Darkness? That one sounds fun. Anyway, any match update? What are they saying? Still just highlights. We got time. Whoa. Ooh. This one looking red hot. Red hot. Red hot. Is that everyone? We got everyone? Coleman involved? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. 10 seconds if you want in, 10 seconds if you want in. Alright, we're at the drop. Good spawns here at the front. Going into the big. Everyone's at the same. Everyone's pretty much in pace right now. Just swirling, swirling, swirling. Solar may be getting a quicker drop than a lot of people here. Swirling. Oh, Solar's so ahead of a swirl. It's an immediate swirl gap here from Solar. We'll be out of the tunnel first. But now there's a few different paths to take. Which one will Solar choose? Gonna go straight through the middle. A clean run so far, actually. Solar setting record-breaking pace. So down a little bit on the end. Teddy behind. Muse coming up. Few different routes here. I think Muse is... No, Solar's still ahead, actually. Muse and Mudkip's path is quite fast, but Teddy's doing all right. But look at this lead. Solar has maintained the lead. Going well so far, but look at this. The lasers to try and cross. Solar just needs to avoid the lasers here. No! Just about dodges one, just about dodges two. Solar is through clean. Solar keeps his good pace up. Oh, we've lost a few people. Goes Teddy, they don't make it through. Oh, we've lost so many people here. A lot of casualties, but Solar still running clean. Muse, though, with the overtake. Avoids a lot of a slowdown here. Muse into the front. Human Readable also overtaking. Solar has stumbled, and people are pouncing on this mistake. We're losing more people in the back. Tempu off the edge somehow? How'd you go off the edge? Muse now into the lead. Into the, I guess, the Cloud9 pit. Straight through the Cloud9 pit. Muse making good time. Flurin hot on his heels. Are you off the map as well? Muse held up by the spinner. Flurin, though, no such problem. Straight through into the cannons. Jinjay off as well. Flurin takes his cannon lead. Does he land on the high ground? No, low ground. Low ground for both here. Anyone taking the high ground path? No, Sims also going low ground. Flurin in the lead. Oh, I'm in contention here. In contention. More people getting lost. Flurin at the front. Flurin will keep going through. One more cannon into these big spirals upcoming. Muse and Vracus. Vracus successful from last night. Oh, Homie with an extra chromie. Out tier 2. Needed 2 accounts. Muse in as well. Vracus into the swirl. Everyone joining in here. Lots of people landing their jumps, but Flurin still in there. Oh, some people not making it. Human Readable, no. A few people taking a bit of a shortcut here. Oh, wait, we've actually got the point unlocking as well. Are we missing the game? Kion straight in! Oh, why is Kion so good at this? Kion's just cheated. All right, we'll tie this one up soon. Tie this one up soon. We'll get there. We'll get there. Everyone died. All right. All right.
All right.
Let me close this.
All right.
All right.
Let me open this. Let me get some. Let me get some countdown. They capped
2%,
2,
3%.
Oh, we're so
4%,
in sync, dude. It's like we never. It's like
5%.
we never even left.
Oh.
First fight for VP was Vess on Ram first fight, or was he on Diva?
I don't know. The first fight to me looked like a lot of marbles racing down a tube, so it seems to favour Verse Pro. The chat's addicted. The chat's addicted. I've created a monster with this, so now I'm sort of trapped now as the dealer of said marbles.
I see. I just told people to go fuck themselves if they asked to play marbles after the giveaways were over. Kai with the opening pick onto Galar, a really solid start for ENCE, but Kevster going down to Sauna? I mean, what can't Sauna do? This guy's so good for it. Bob from Shockwave shooting Vess in the back. That's going to completely hamper their push. And then Shockwave actually gets the side angle kill on Vess. So ENCE, their retake just completely shut down.
Good start here for VP, taking out momentum, an early window as well. They're looking for more, but Kai's come through. He's taken Shockwave out. Wow, they've done this here. And now they're still trying to find space. They get Sky in exchange. Lamp, Kanail's just committing in. They're pushing in so far, but Kellex, they're all getting traded in spawn here. And this aggressive window backfires here for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Virtus Pro were like a little down on ultimates, but I really can't understand the whole pushing into spawn thing. That was a bit much, no? Like Virtus Pro, they had the control of objective, they had time to burn, and they were about to come up on 3 ultis. So what was that all about?
I don't know, but I see Virtus Pro do this a lot, where they like to hold really aggressively, they like to go in spawn, and honestly, it hurts them as much as it helps them in a lot of these situations. Now onto the Diva Vessler on this retake, and they do have window advantage here. Wall off onto the choke from Sauna, trying to make a little bit of space. Rock attempt on Vessler will go wide, so Vessler will keep this point anchored up here. ENCE keep their control. Vessler looking maybe for an aggressive angle from this right-hand side, but here comes Sauna, the wall on again. Vess will have to go. Window, though, Kai gets for one tap onto Shockwave there. Takes him down straight away, and Virtus Pro forced to take a back step here as Vessler aggressive. Kevster keen to get in behind as well. They get one more, and Kevster's going to try and take the backline down late here. In comes Kellex with the finisher, and ENCE answer back in... I'm done.
Oh, sorry. Did I fuck up my read and start talking over you? I don't even know. I think I might have cooked my.
No, I fumbled the sentence. You're all good.
Ah, okay. You know, I just assumed that was my fault because usually when the flow gets interrupted, that tends to be on me. ENCE now healthy bank of ultimates to play with here on the defense. VP though, nothing to sneeze at either. They're starting to charge up a few. Actually, if we just slow this down a little more, we're gonna have a 5 ultimate fight. Lamp comes out to save Kanail from the pulse bomb. Really nice stick from Kevster there, but instead it's Galar to go down. Rajaro choosing to invest the gravitic flux after seeing both of his supports die. Perhaps on the upper end of questionable, but you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Now we can see ENCE pushing really deep, actually getting a super late kill on Sauna, taking it all the way to the spawn here. Now perhaps this could be a lesson that Virtus Pro can learn. When you want to go to the spawn, it's when you're catching staggers, not for a 5 versus 5 when you're in control. ENCE, they have all the time in the world if they want to use it. Kai with a bit of a dodgy high noon on the point. I was thinking he wasn't going to get anything with that, but Rajara has completely mismanaged his defense matrix going down with the suit. So as I was saying, great high noon from Kai. Beats have come out from either Lucio, Sauna, chops up Kellex, so there is a slim chance here for VP. Shockwave's thrown in the bob as well, but Kai, he's walking forward. He's chasing people down. Galar's traded on Sky as well, something in that name. Vestola, he has the bomb. Only 3 players alive for ENCE. D-suited, Vess has to use the bomb just to stay alive. Kev and Vess on the objective. In the Chaos VP, they had actually flipped the point, but ENCE, they have it again, and there's no touch.
Really almost just comes down to a tale of that forward hold, putting Virtus Pro into a difficult situation, and then the touch there, Rajaro goes for it. Matrix is early, but Kai just has plenty of time still to charge that high noon. The early remake means that fight's massively in their favor, and ENCE recover after a bit of a tough start, and we'll move over onto Beach now. And it looks like they're released for a second, maybe considering more of a Lucio Anna here now. Bit more open Beach, bit more space to play with.
Yeah, I mean, look, this big open map, this is somewhere where Shockwave, Rajaro, their hero picks will be able to shine. I think on Beach, I mean, the long sideline, it just reigns supreme for a comp like Virtus Pro. Great map for the Ash, great map for the Sigma. I think ENCE's comp, I mean, it's really going to be hinging so much on whether Kevster can find value. Vess, he's going to have to walk through this massive open space to close the gap, to get on and actually start beaming people. You see ENCE, they roll out the far left side from the start, so they have less of a gap to cross. Kevster, he's all the way in, but he's so low. Deflects the dynamite from Shockwave, but Galar, he takes him down. And so they tried to do a really high tempo play, catch Virtus Pro unawares, but Virtus Pro, they've managed to weather the storm, and now they're in pole position. ENCE stuck behind enemy lines. Kevster respawning, he will eventually be coming in from behind, but the first cap goes the way of Virtus Pro.
Deal with that. Kevster goes so deep, gets both bubbles, but it's not enough. And now Vessler at least has high energy for this. Another bubble onto Kevin. Rajaro is low, but Matrix doesn't save you from that beam. And Vessler, high energy, just walking through, beaming everyone down. 3 kills for him. It should be enough. Lamp comes out from Canale. Will not do much more. And only 18% for Virtus Pro, as Rajaro is going to make the immediate swap onto Ramattra in response to this.
Oh, I mean, look, for Virtus Pro, once they had that first pick on Kevster, they needed to regain the high ground. They needed to set themselves up for another long-range exchange. By all sitting on the ground, they made it so easy for ENCE to just close the gap, to pinch them. And Sauna, he goes for the point touch. Kevster dashes on him, takes him out before the fight has even begun. Bad looks now for Virtus Pro. ENCE's comp really starting to pick up steam. The thing about the Zarya is that it really enables your ult game. The Grav, it's a super powerful ultimate by itself, but Kevster's blade is also going to be hard-pocketed. Double bubble on Kev. Bubbles for Kai if he goes for the high noon. All of ENCE's ultimates are enhanced by Vestala's hero pick.
Trying to come back in here. Gala now has Vabit to respond to this. Grav comes out. Will they need Vabit? Just a couple in it. Wait! Who of ENCE have died to this? But Window just gets so much damage around. It looked like Vess hit a good Grav. Looks like they'd be able to kill him up, but they don't even use Vabit for that. Now, all of a sudden, the ult economy starts to look pretty decent for Virtus Pro. They're going to take away Vessler's energy as well. They're so keen to do that, and now ENCE have to start from 0 again. They have the window for high noon to take space. They're going to spawn one more time, Virtus Pro. Do they stay or do they go back now? Okay. Back they go. We'll set up on point.
It appears that we're not dealing with the clash. They can actually make a decision when it comes to that question. And VP, I mean, really good retake for them. ENCE, I mean, it seemed like they had all the tools to win, but somehow Vess's grab, a counter window, all it takes for VP to disappear. ENCE now, I mean, Vess making the swap over to Malga. We've got a Kevster blade. You know how we feel about Kevster's blades. These can be a little bit dodgy. Vess, perhaps if he can get in there with the shout at the same time, it'll be enough for Kev to actually get his blade off. Window thrown down for Sky up the back, but Virtus Pro doesn't seem to be feeling any pressure at all. Bob comes out onto point, and Kevster, he's had to burn his deflect for this. He's backing up. You can see VP posturing forward, trying to poke out Vess, but they're pushing into a double angle. Shockwave, he's doing so much damage to the back of Vestola. High noon comes out, and it does catch Canale, but the lamp, just in the nick of time, keeps him alive. Vestola actually goes down, and this is last fight territory right now, Xavier.
Works out beautifully for them. They just hold the backside of point. They make it so awkward for Vessler to get an engage there. And Vessler's going to go Diva. Diva carries him. They're just going to double down. A bit more of a dive composition now. They've got this blade to go with. Gala has the beat to answer in kind, but Kelix does have the later beat. But once we get that exchange, there's a blizzard, there's an annihilation. Such a difficult fight for ENCE. Kevster needs to make a bit of a miracle happen with this blade. They're going to beat in. Beat comes right back. Now Kevster trying to go bottom right and looking for the blade opportunity after this. Lamp is still available. Blizzard comes out. Sauna shuts down Kev straight away. Vessler's stuck in it too, and Virtus Pro, they're all over him here. They had the ults to answer everything. They shut down Kev, and the Zarya swap, it doesn't work out for ENCE on this occasion.
Yeah, I mean, look, I thought things were going to go the way of ENCE when I saw their ult bank start to build up. I thought that the Zarya was going to pocket Kev through a great blade turn, but instead what we saw was just Kevster unable to ever find the window to pull the blade. Two and a half fights going the way of Virtus Pro, and all the while ENCE, they have ults that they don't want to commit. It's so hard to use a dry blade nowadays. The Zarya fight would have been perfect for it, but unfortunately it just was not enough. This is really troubling now for ENCE, you know? They have lost that Zarya matchup. They've given Virtus.pro an opening, and now VP, they've found a comp that they can start on again. They're going to roll out here on the Sigma. The Ram looked solid for them too. And ENCE, I mean, they're just going to have another showing like the first round. D.Va v Sigma, I think that, you know, that's not bad at all for the Sigma.
We'll be pretty happy with that. Has to bear in mind, it's going to be an Anno break in this time with ENCE, so probably going to try and roll out high ground, try and get that angle over point that we've seen Sky play time and time again. On the other side, Virtus.pro just going to take the point angle, so nade opportunities here for Sky. The Sigma can block them, but tricky for the Sigma to always do it consistently. Shockwave's going to swing out the other side of point here, and we'll just get a slow pokey fight just around Dynamite timings. Vessler, obviously, a little bit easier for him to follow up on this if they do find the opportunity. Kai taking the left-hand side. Dynamite just hit, slows down VP for a second. They're mostly on the same angle right now, VP, just trying to pocket Rajaro on point. Rajaro's looking for the punish, and now a little bit of a swing. Left-hand side now for Shockwave. Kai's trying to deal with the Tracer behind. And now, Dynamite back, doesn't quite catch him. Vessler's looking to shut down that angle, and both are just trying to find the angle. But, oh, Kai gets forced, Coach guns in, Shockwave takes him out of the air. And now, Ash advantage in this first fight. So good for Virtus.pro. They're just going to keep walking forward. They catch Kevster, no DPS, and Vessler's just going to have to accept his fate. Virtus.pro, they catch the swing there, but pressure onto Kai forces him into the open, and an easy kill for Shockwave in the end.
Yeah, Shockwave cleaning up Kai, not getting the advantage. And now, I mean, ENCE, they're really on the back foot. Kev getting a pick on Sauna? Again, we've got to be really careful when Virtus.pro heads towards a spawn door, because it seems that it's just a danger zone for them. Many teams, they don't push spawn unless they really know that they're safe. But Virtus.pro, I mean, this is an incredibly greedy team. They seem to struggle with risk management. You know, if ever you wanted to someone to trade on your behalf, don't give it to the roster of Virtus.pro, because they will gamble away your money. Virtus.pro, too aggressive, giving ENCE a potential opening here. Sauna will be back in the fight, but we'll see now. The Nano Boost, it comes out onto Vestola. And look at this shift straight in, doing so much damage. It looks like they're actually going to counter. Virtus.pro, they weather the storm initially, but Kev, he hits the Pulse Bomb onto Canale. They flip the point in the Chaos too, and this is really rough for VP. No ultimates to answer the Nano turn. Pulse and Nano committed for ENCE, but they flipped the cap so quickly. Great fight for them.
All comes from that Sauna pick, and I thought for at first, Canale got a really nice lamp. Vessler couldn't actually kill it with the Nano, so it helped them survive, but then Kevster follows up, gets the kill. They get the value out of that Nano turn. That's what we've seen from ENCE all tournament long. Every Nano onto Vess is getting value, so hard to deal with. Now Virtus.pro, 5 ultimates of their own, a chance to start forcing point with some of these. They're going to make the move in. Bob comes out from Shockwave. Pulse Bomb does land, no saving for Kai here. No lamp, no Suzu, of course, with ENCE's comp. So if they get an opening pick, Kai goes down again. Bomb is forced out from Vessler. They're keen to deny the remake. They will deny the remake thanks to Gala. And now, retake's starting to look good here. They come onto point. And only a Bob and a Pulse Bomb. Really got to be happy with that if you're Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I think that's a very lean retake for VP, and I think it's the nature of the Sigma v D.Va matchup, you know? If Vestola gets caught by Rajaro taking the head-to-head, it's so hard for him to find value. Vestola always under pressure to do something, to find the side angle, to aggress and push, and that can really lead to that feast or famine style of gameplay where either he's taking down backlines, eating up squishies really quickly, or he's just falling over in neutrals because he has so much pressure to do something. VP now 60% and counting on the point. A slow neutral taking place. No Nano Boost though. No crutch for Vess. So he's going to have to do something soon. Bob comes out from the side of Kai, and that is pressuring VP back a little bit. Window answered back from Canale. That could close things up. Kevster, he whiffs the Pulse Bomb, but Canale, he uses the lamp anyway. Gala going for the beat actually does manage to land that beat, and the ult bank is empty for both sides. Bash comes out onto Rajaro at the end of his flux, and he goes down. ENCE, it's looking like they are going to retake this one. It's just a question of how much can VP stall.
Yeah, Canale's going to get himself onto the point one more time. And while for the most part, Virtus.pro's comp really does win the kind of frontline trade in the sense that Rajaro can bully this D.Va a lot. There's certain timings. This Nano timing with Vessler can be really aggressive, and this rally timing from Kellex where the backline can just walk quite aggressively into him. And it's these timings so far we've seen Virtus.pro struggle with. They do get up to 92%, but this Nano timing is coming up again for Sky, which I think means it's probably going on to Vessler, and it's a tough question for Virtus.pro to answer with no ults.
very difficult one for VP. The nano boost on Vestala, I mean, it really does require... Oh my god, Sauna, he's landed the pulse. The counter nano has been forced out onto Kellex, and if you're VP, you've got to be happy with this, because now they don't have to deal with the terror of a nano diva chewing through their backline. VP, they can afford now to slow things down, walk up on the point. Rock comes out onto Vest, and Vest actually loses his suit. Now, he's not going to be able to play aggressively at all. Big backline from Sky lands on the backline of VP. That is going to be a lamp committed. Kevster hits another pulse. He pulses Sauna this time, and it is suddenly looking like ENCE are going to be stealing this one away. Kevster, he's been so good with the pulse bombs. We've only seen one miss all map long, and VP, I mean, they are just going to fall over now. Really nice stuff from Kevster there to close out the map.
Yeah, it looked like Sauna had really stolen the sort of ult economy battle with that pulse bomb, takes the nano away, takes that threat away. Then Virtus.pro have a chance to be aggressive, but Kevster gets that pulse bomb kill, and then as Virtus.pro try and rotate in aggressively, they end up in a situation where they push in the backline, they push out the ENCE backline to the left, but they also have to force the point on the right and worry about Vestland. They just end up trying to look left and right at the same time, allow Sky to hit a nice nade, and they end up getting pulled apart because of it, but... a really close series. Obviously, that was ENCE's map pick as well, right? So, could see this one go in a little bit, maybe a little bit closer than I initially thought. I thought ENCE would be in more of a commanding position, but looks promising.
Oh, slop. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to try and steal. I'm going to steal some chili as well. Try and get some food down me, because I wasn't hungry when I first woke up. But the hunger is coming, you know, the hunger. Quick grub. I'll run an advert while we do this as well. Get that out of the way. But, I mean, looks winnable for both sides, right? Oh, chili's so good. Yeah, you're right, Mutation, right? Because Kellex... if Kellex wins this stage, Kellex's year so far would be win stage 1 with Twisted Minds, don't play stage 2, win stage 3 with ENCE. Can't have many complaints about that. But can't I? That's a great comparison. That's a great comparison. Oh, thanks first time chatter Vote Clash. You're loving the stream? And we got something that can make it even more exciting for your viewers? Check out Vote Clash. They can predict your plays and win big while supporting you? Wait. Do we not want to win big, though, GB? I want to hear more about winning big. Thanks, Juby. I guess none of us will be winning big now. It's time. Prash, which way is it going? Which way, Prash? Oh, it's gone to Virtus.pro. India buff to Virtus.pro. Facts about into your bets. Popple is going to try and time him out. Feels like Popple might be a bit of an ENCE fan. Deflex is good. Deflex is good. Oh! Oh, wait. Have a last second. Have a last second. Nevix comes in. Is that San Francisco Shock Nevix, I presume? That seems the most likely. Oh my god. Who's deflecting who? I don't know who's on what side. I don't know who's on what side. You flipped it back on me? Oh! It's on Prash right now. Wait, spot the cat again. God damn. So hard to eat dinner between these maps. See you, Popple. Taken down. Alright, well. Guess that's enough food for me. Wait. Oh, good. There's another option. Check out Marbles. They can bring your stream to the next level. Later viewers have fun while supporting you. Alright, Fargon. I will check that out, you know. Alright, Prash lives. India buff has been granted to Virtus Pro. It's a 10-minute timeout, I think. Yeah.
10-minute timeout for what?
And it's just a channel point reward. You can get it, time someone out for 10 minutes. But you can deflect it as well, so it can get a little bit heated. People can form alliances.
Extremely interactive chat you have.
Really just vindictive, I think, but encourages it. Kellis is going to die before anything happens here. They did get Lamp out, but have to be a quick reset here for ENCE and Virtus Pro. Oh, wait, Kai's got one back. Shockwave ends up at the front of it here, so no Ashes really in play. Oh, sorry, 1-for-1 trade. Vessler's still trying to get this play, but he's got the same problem as last map. He's walking into a Sigma, he's walking into a May. Vessler's life is so hard outside these nano timings here.
Yeah, I mean, look, that trade onto Shockwave, it is probably going to enable ENCE to flip over to the point and just get the cap here. They're going to slow things right down because they need their main source of damage. Pushing back in after their next cycle of cooldowns recharges, they got to be careful though, because ENCE, I mean, they are starting to come up on a couple of very scary ultis. They have the nano boost, 95% window for Virtus Pro. They're probably going to walk up onto the point now. Here it comes, Kanale, he's thrown down the window, but Vess, he's received the nano. He comes flying through that window. Beat is perfect from Galar. Never thought I'd be saying that, but here we are. And the point has been flipped over to VP. Insane peel coming out from the VP supports. Shockwave slithering around, getting onto the Mega as well. But Kanale, Shockwave, they both go down. Vest, Kai, Kev, they're all so deep. Kev is on the point as the copy May, freezing Rajaro. Rajaro goes down on the point, and now Kevster, he's back in Echo form. He takes down Sauna. Even though Virtus Pro, they got that early flip, they had a good start to the fight. ENCE, they were good for the finish.
Did well in the end, but did have to invest quite a lot. Now, Blizzard coming back for Sauna here. Difficult ult to necessarily Blizzard into in terms of Matrix, for speed. Kevster will just be in the air. Lots of difficult things to try and find a connection on. We might just start with Bob or something here as they come back Virtus Pro. But ENCE, they have the option to be aggressive here. Bob and Beat. We'll see how Kellex decides to use this. Because if they walk up too far, Kellex can just beat and they can run it down on Shockwave.
Yes, I mean, oh, here it comes. First layer of Bobs. Bob on either side, but Kanale going down. A little bit of a no lamp challenge, perhaps. And I mean, that's just going to be the end for VP on this point. They invest the Bob as well, which is a real shame for them. Because now, I mean, they're just going to go down without much of a fight at all.
Nice, easy one in the end. Just a Bob for Bob. Get the first point. They'll get the first presence as well on this B point here. Chance to set up, and they still have that beat timing. Nano coming through, copy coming through again for ENCE. So lots of opportunities to be aggressive. And this is the pressure they're going to put on Virtus Pro. Kanale, Gala, they need to play well. They can't give away cheap deaths like that, or their comp will just crumble. They'll be walking up. Free main here now. Rajaro will start tiptoeing onto a point. Doesn't want to give the flip. Still 10 seconds here. Now the wall off as they look for the Diva. And that's going to be queue for Blizzard, actually. All onto Vessler. Nowhere to go. The beat doesn't catch Vess, actually. So Vess is going to get shredded here and finished off. Kev is still on the angle here. Nano just come out onto Kevster. They think Kevster can carry them. And he can. He's helped get free. Rock onto him. But he still keeps coming. He still has copy here as well. Might not even need it. Rajaro is so low. It was a gamble to put it onto Kevster. But he's going to copy the man. okay. He's going to finish it off. I probably didn't need to copy, honestly, at that point. Everything everything was okay. Unbelievable. Was that an Ajax in there too?
I think that was an Ajax from Galar, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Because Kenex's beat didn't catch everyone,
like
but yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like it went off, but then I didn't hear Galar die, but I didn't see any green either, so maybe I'm tripping.
Getting confirmations,
looks like we can get a confirmation here. The Kevster 1v9.
Wait, does he get booped into it by Kellex?
He's been booped. You can see he's gone up the steps and he's been booped into the sky, covered in Kevster stickies. Another fight actually going the way of Virtus Pro though. Even though occasionally you are blessed with a Kevster 1v9, you will also be blessed with ENCE's neutral game, occasionally just falling over. Rajaro on the Sigma versus Vess on the Diva. It can make things so difficult to him. We saw it previously when Rajaro came around the corner, rocked, and then straight away Saunders ready to throw down the Blizzard. Now, rock, window, and again, ENCE, they just crumble so quickly.
Coming back, Bob to maybe kick this one off. Shockwave has one to match. They need to get in this Flux timing as well. Remember, no Suzu, no Lamp to real deal with the Flux, so we just have to try and manage for healing. The Sky gets sorted before anything. Flux now out onto the backline. It's a whiff though from Rajaro. Now he's going to get bullied back. Beam on it up the top. Kevs are all finished now. One, but Bob comes out from Shockwave, but this will be easy to deal with now for ENCE.
Good grief. It's a question of who on Virtus Pro can fuck up their ult more from the looks of things. Galar Ajaxes, Rajaro misses his Flux, and then Shockwaves throws in the Bob 3v5 just for a laugh. Now there's almost no chance of a recontest here for Virtus Pro. If we look up at the little blue check marks at the top of your screen, you'll see Vestola has the bomb, Sky with the nano, Kellex, I mean, he basically has another beat. Same goes for Kevster with the copy. So, I mean, Virtus Pro, they would need the entirety of ENCE to willfully walk off the point and take their hands off their keyboards to get this retake going. Let's see if there's going to be a pick in the neutral as an alternative to what I just suggested as a winning strategy for VP.
Yeah, seems they've kept their hands on their keyboard for now, which is going to work against Virtus Pro here. They do tiptoe onto point. At least they can maybe get an ult out here. Nano onto Vessler, and the lamp is used, but they're so low underneath outside the lamp. And while they do this, Vessler hits for backline, Kevster hits for frontline. And that double pressure is just so hard for Virtus Pro to manage. I have to think we're going to get a swap out of Rajaro at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look, VP, I don't know. I'm not convinced that Rajaro's hero pick is a problem. I'm going to be honest with you.
I think
I think that they've made some egregious mistakes. I think that the Diva can work for, I mean, the Sigma can work for them. We see these front-to-back fights versus ENCE, and look, Kevster, he's doing a lot. He's carrying so hard, and not being able to shut him down on the Sigma, that's an issue. But at the same time, so many of VP's ult turns can be enabled by this Sigma. The staying power on the point, the rock on the Diva. I don't think it's as black and white as you described. Kevster, though, he is once again creeping in, getting this side angle. Sauna, he's on the opposite side. Window comes down from Canale. Galar, he has the beat drop, but Rajaro, he gets Kellex. Shockwave traded out. Kevster, you can hear he's committed the copy, but it is looking like the backline of Virtus Pro, they are going to go down without Galar committing the beat. So Shockwave, Canale, both dead. Galar, where is the beat drop, mate? Copy for Kevster. He actually gets the Flux, a very quick one from him, and I'm not too sure about that one from Virtus Pro. It looked like they had a chance, even trades all the way through, but one thing sorely missing was Galar with the beat drop. Where was that?
Would have really put them over the edge. Now instead they're going to have to give over first cap. 2 rounds down already, and they only have this Beat and Bob coming back. So Bob to force point, Beat to keep the push going, but ENCE have the ults to match, plus a self-destruct, plus a nano coming up soon for Sky. Dynamite on the retake here. Rajaro will tiptoe onto point, looking to bully Vest, can't connect for Rock though, so Vest can keep this anchored for a bit. Nade now onto Rajaro, but he's still full health. Bob will come out, boot back from Garda, and Virtus Pro just going to try and cheat this one for now. Vest is above them, but they should be okay. No lamp used yet either, I think, so Canale still has that one in his back pocket. They need to get Vest off this high ground. Shockwave's going to bob. Now they come in. Here comes the lamp. They will be able to clean it out. Beat now, and they actually catch Sky. Rajaro's got the rock. No nano turn now from ENCE, and they've maybe found the timing. Kaya's on a flank. He still has to be dealt with. Kev's still lurking around as well, but player advantage for Virtus Pro, and they have control of a point. Should be able to get a nice late one onto Kev too. And the rock from Rajaro, he managed to find the timing, takes Sky out, and they get the retake.
Yeah, I mean, for a second there, it looked like Rajaro was shooting blanks, but Virtus Pro, they are able to close this one out. Kanale, he was under so much pressure, the Diva up above him. Now that they're in control, though, they won't have that issue. They will be able to control where the fight happens, and hopefully they can block Vestola with that. But ENCE, so many ultimates online. Galar no longer has that beat drop. He finally dropped it. So now, ENCE, I mean, they're going to be able to go so aggressively. They have all the tools. A huge flux from Rajaro, beat it out by Kelix, and Vestola with the nano boost, he takes down Shockwave. Sauna, though, he trades onto Sky. A nice rock slowing down Vestola's push. Kelix, a sliver of HP, but Sauna and Galar together, they take him down. Sauna then gets Kai as well. Kanale, he actually rots to death from the dynamite of Kai. Oh, Sauna, no! Sauna committing all the way for the kill on Vestola and then not getting away from the bomb. An absolute mess for poor Sauna. He felt himself a little bit too much there. Rajaro getting beamed by Kevster on the Echo, and it's looking like VP, they're going to lose control here. They are going to have to recontest, though. That is 99 to 80, but the final point of the map, windows thrown down from Kanale. The touch should be fine for the side of VP. They have the time. They just need to relax. Rajaro swapping the ball in spawn, and it's Galar going for the touch. Nobody gets it.
Oh, what a disaster there. We've sung
Does
Sauna's
have
praise.
recall?
Not sure.
What was that?
I don't know. I thought he had recall. I don't know if it was just like a second off, like he thought he was going to get it in time. He was just a second, like half a second short or something.
Oh.
Apparently he did have recall, I'm being told. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being told that too. So
Ugh.
that's something. That's something from Sauna. 2-0 up for ENCE now. This is a grand final. Like you can't be doing that.
Yeah, because if he lives in that fight as well, I think it's not like a guaranteed win by any means, right? Like Kevs is still trying to get on Rajaro with Vest, but suddenly if Kev and Rajaro are on Vest, but Sauna's just on an angle, also shooting Vest and shooting Kev, it's way more manageable for VP there. They could really get themselves back into that.
Well, see you on the other side.
I'll see you there. More chilly. Wonder what the pick is now from VP, right? So they went Saravasa. And just yeah, like the sort of recall thing, the Ajax, the missed flux, lots of missed ult timings. I'm still not super convinced by the I'm not super convinced by the Sigma. Like Diva feels like it would be the obvious swap. I don't know if that then just puts them in a situation where they're just, you know, what are they doing then? Do they want to put Kaneo on Anna, or do they just want to run Kiri Lucio? And does Kiri Lucio lose into, like, would Kellex go Brig like an Anna Lucio or Anna Brig? Oh, Prash has been eliminated. The Saravasa buff doesn't come through for VP. Prash eliminated himself. Oh, it was out of respect. Fair play, Prash. Respect for that one. Look at that. Dominant, right? 32 to 12. 17. No way ENCE did 3k healing. ENCE didn't do 3k healing. Unbelievable that they won that map with 3k healing. Sky is only playing for damage. Kellex is only on speed.
ENCE looking like they're putting the Philly fusion of EMEA allegations to bed.
Thank you, Eltar. I appreciate the prime. Yeah, I think you're right. This is... I did think at the start this was their best chance to win. I thought this was their best chance to take down SSG, but I guess they don't even have to solve that problem, right? So VP taking care of SSG for them, and now what a great opening. Circuit Royale now the pick. So Amon is available here. Decision whether ENCE put him in and force some sort of double flex support as well, or if they play something else. You won't is in America, so he would be on ping, but he is available. So close to finishing this chili. Surely I can do it. Who needs a coach when you can just have black TikTok tips? Good shout. Good shout. What are the good people of the chat saying? Predictions? 72% ENCE? Still a decent few VP believers. It's going to be, you know, okay, just a straight up Sigma mirror. Vesela versus Rajaro. The previous generation versus the new generation. Welcome back, 7M. Alright, I'm going to finish this chili because there's like 2 mouthful lefts.
3, 2, 1. Hello. Escort the payload.
Payload's moving. Let's go.
Okay. Ilari Bat versus Zen Bat. Para Widow versus Para Widow and Shockers. And catches Kai straight away just as they rotate back. Nice, easy one to kick this one off. They'll get it right round the corner here. What do you make of the Ilari versus Zen matchup?
I feel like Zen should be better on paper just because, you know, you get like all of this shield pressure. The Discord is super strong, but time and time again, I see people picking Ilari more and more on this map. Maybe the shield pressure isn't that much of a big deal because Ilari, she can swing wide. She can take those wider angles, which Zen has a little bit of difficulty taking because you can't commit to them. Then also, I think the fact that, you know, Ilari can shoot Pharahs out of the sky and Farah is so common on this map nowadays, that is valuable too. So maybe nowadays, the Ilari wins. Oh, Shockwave getting the better of Kai. Is that the second time that this has happened?
Yeah, 2-0 right now. Shockwave on top. Sorda's going to follow up with a bit of a Farah gap as well. And this is just going to be a bit of a steamroll on this first point here. And Virtus Pro, great start to their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, really, very rare that you would see Shockwave Widow gapping Kai. Kai, he is basically the Widow of EU. That is his signature hero, without a doubt. And then Shockwave, he's a hit scan player that is typically, you know, praised for playing those more high motion characters, playing things like Ashe, getting those good dynamites, good rotations. So this is not a dual score that I expected to see at all. You can see Kevster, he was having a bit of an identity crisis in spawn there. He was Hanzo, now he's Genji. Galar pops the captive Sun though, takes down Sky really early. And I mean, the cart just keeps on rolling for VP. This spawn camp is nuts. Kevster, triple headshot on Galar, but it's not enough to finish the kill. Rock comes through from Rajaro, but goes wide. Sauna, he still takes down Kevster. ENCE being hard spawn camped right now by Virtus Pro.
We've seen him have problems with his aggressive holds, but this one is going great for him. Vess even uses the flux, but gets nothing here. Walls will be now invested by Shockwave. Window comes back out. Rajaro in the corner, trying to hide. Just trying to get ping-ponged off the wall there. Vesta's putting so much damage onto him. Rock connects as well. Vesla does break the hold, but the cap is getting so close. Boot back here from Sorta. Can anyone touch? They've got the kills. They transcend for it. They don't get the touch.
Sky thought that transcendence allows you to teleport. From the looks of it, maybe transcend the concepts of space and time, as he fucking tranks with about a meter left on the cart to be pushed. That was unbelievably wank there from Sky. Just rubbish. Virtus Pro though, really nice spawn camp on the Sigma. The thing about that spawn camp is you have to do it 4v5. Shockwave, he would have been AFK on the cart for that entire second point. And VP, I mean, they just won the fight 4v5 again and again. ENCE trickling out of spawn, not enough discipline, not enough coordination, and now, I mean, VP, they get to like just cash in the benefit of that. 5 minutes for third point.
Rajara catches Vest with the Flux now as well, and now ENCE's forward hold going to be broken all too easily. They've got so much time to try and get off the clock, and they just have to worry about staggering now. Kev's just trying to bully back Rajaro. Happy to fight him. Rock just into the wall from Rajaro, but they get it in this next corner. And also, the big problem for ENCE, they use so many ults in that, they're only going to have the Kev's to Blade. Sky's gone onto the Ana now. Maybe just a chance to find a bit of a nade clutch to get him out of this one, because Virtus Pro, Window, Captive Sun, Barrage, so many things to try and finish this point off.
Oh, jeez. I mean, look, at least with their backs to the wall, ENCE might be able to just continually play for trades for the next 4 minutes. It's always a scary thing when you've got someone like Kevster, a real top-tier DPS player that can always just dash in, get those one-for-one trades. One-for-one trades so favorable for the defenders in this instance. Sky over to the Ana as well, a little bit more comfortable. But Kai, I mean, he's just getting plainly gapped by Shockwave at this point. Another loss of the duel. Galar comes in with the Captive Sun, actually doesn't land it. And then Sauna with the Barrage is going to be bladed out of the sky. The Rock is insane though, taking down Kevster with the Blade. A classic case of me on Genji as Kevster once again flubs his Blade. And the card, I mean, it just keeps on rolling for VP. They need to touch right now. Galar with the boot. Shockwave with another one onto Kai to finish out the round. He takes down Vest, he takes down Kai, he hooks in, he wants more. He's I mean, he's kind of pissing away his highlight reel right now, but that's okay.
We'll cut that.
Executes Shockwave, and then that's it. VP 3 minutes 20 on the clock. Insane from Shockwave. When he's not standing on the cup pushing on second, he's gapping Kai on first and third.
Yeah, had a little bit of a rest in between points. Good first point. Took a little bit of a nap on second, just rolling the car. Then straight back to it on third point. Beautiful from Virtus Pro. Great situation to be in now. Rajara seems to be hitting every rock. The forward hold this time was huge value for him. And really just felt like, yeah, no impact from Kevster, no impact from Kai. And even Vestler. Missing a couple of fluxes, not finding the same value we would expect, right? How many other people would be willing to want to take ENCE to a Sigma mirror map, you know? It's worked out so nice for him. Sky obviously also didn't feel like the Zen was really getting the value he wanted out of it either, and ENCE needs to find a way to recover here.
Yeah, I mean, look, I do think that VP, I mean, this is probably the only team in Europe that actually, no, that's not even true. Every team has a reason to wind up on circuit at the end of the day, you know? SSG, they have their corny Rhine strats. VP, they have the insane double flex support lineup. And then ENCE, they have the Sigma of Europe and the two alleged greatest sniper players in the region too. So I guess everyone has a reason to ego pick circuit. But the question of how this balances up, how it actually stacks up in terms of results, I mean, it's looking like VP all the way. I mean, Shockwave taking down Kai multiple times. Really good stuff from Galar, constantly applying pressure on these side angles. I mean, it's looking like an easy one for VP right now, so they've got to be happy with this pick.
Kai waiting for the grapple, looking for a Pharah maybe as well. Nothing coming though. And Virtus Pro, they've got so many options here just to try and hold this. They've got a huge time back to protect, and they should be in a pretty good situation. Coming around this corner initially. Kev is on the Hanzo here this time instead of a Genji or anything like that. So just a full traditional double sniper, but will be hard once they get to some of these corner fights just to try and get through it. But Shockwave's at it again. Shockwave's really at it again.
Shockwave is in the flow state today. This is unreal. Takes down Sky and Kai. He hears that sound and he thinks, I need to kill anyone that sounds like that. Straight away taking down Sky and Kai. Right, insane performance from Shockwave. I don't think we've ever seen a Widow performance this dominant from him, especially up against someone as powerful as Kai, genuinely regarded as the best Widowmaker in Europe. This is just a nuts performance from him. Over to the next fight, I mean, there's no ultimates in play yet. It's just going to be another neutral, and typically you wouldn't see teams try to hold this long stretch super hard. This is usually the area where the defenders, they back up, they play for the first corner, but it's looking like they're happy to keep fighting for it. The card is not moving all too quickly for ENCE, and VP, they're applying so much pressure.
Helix's lamp's already in this, though. Kev's just getting so aggressive, but look at the angle Rajaro's trying to hold. Gala's right with him, though. He's pinned into the corner. Vesser will drop in aggressively. Lamps have now been exchanged, and Kai. Kevster finally coming online in this series, opening picks, and they're going to back up here, but that forward hold means they should get a pretty comfortable recontest. Ult-wise, we're looking at windows coming up for both teams. Dragon going to be there for Kevster. Right now, Shockwave's just trying to find this tight angle underneath the railings.
Yeah, I mean, now that we're getting towards the end of the point, this recontest for VP, it's going to be awkward. They have to throw themselves out in the open. And ENCE snipers, they have the control of the sidelines. Kellex has this window as well. So Rajara, he's going to have used a lot of shield coming out towards the cart. And here we go. Hands coming out from both Sigmas. Rock goes wide for Vestola. Same for Rajaro. But, oh, why are the lights flickering? What's that all about? Galar, he cleans up with the Captive Sun, taking down ENCE. Their snowball dreams over.
Great Captive Sun from Gala there. We've talked so much recently between the Esports World Cup and now about what an impact Gala can have on Alari, and we see a great Captive Sun there. Hits all three of them, finishes them all three of them off as well. They'll get a bit of a late kill onto Sky, and they do have Nava Transcendence for Dragon Strike and the Flux all coming back here, ENCE, but difficult ults to get value with Roundly's corner here. The Transcendence again, just much more a bail them out of a problem. Can be used against the Barrage maybe, but running out of time, 1 minute, 10 seconds left here.
Yeah, I mean, the clock, it's already run down so far for ENCE. Ves, he's opening up with the Flux. Oh, Flux Dragon combo. But because it's around so many corners, it's so easy for VP to just ramp it. And then Sky, I mean, you know, straight away dead with the Trank. That's a big issue. Rajaro answers back with a Flux as well, trying to keep the pressure up. Sauna goes for the Barrage. So many ults invested by VP for a 5 versus 4. I'm not entirely sure that this was necessary for them. They started to feel psychologically that they, yeah, the lights continue to flicker from the looks of it. They started to feel like they needed to win the fight, but honestly, I mean, they already had. They were 5v4 on Circuit Royale. They just had to chill out. So they've given ENCE a bit of an opening here. Sky will have the Trank. Kai, I mean, he has Widow Walls, but I'm not sure what that'll be worth here on the corner.
Worth noting as well, Gala still at another Captive Sun here, and his Captive Sun timings are so hard. Transcendence, oh, only a body shot from Kaivo. Could have done with that one. Kevster's over to the Genji now as well. Kellex onto the Ana, just looking for a nade or something through this one. Nade hits Rajaro, but he's safe for now. Sky's getting aggressive. Vessel swing the corner. Farah damage from up top. Deflect has been used. Captive Sun, he's looking for it. He hits Kai, gets the trigger, and that's one for him. Transcendence comes out now. Not in time, though, but it just saved him from this window. No, they still just kill Kellex through anyway. They're doubling down, and it looks like a full... Wait, Kineo's got 2 out of nothing. And it's just, yeah, it's just over. It's just over. Got confused for a second, but it is just over.
It looks like a full hold. Wait a minute, the guys in the full holding got 2. Good grief! I mean, really solid defense there from VP. A little bit of an underperformance from the snipers of ENCE, and also, I mean, you know, Sky, you can't overlook it. Going down with the Transcendence, getting picked by the Widow a few too many times on that map. Difficult for them. But again, I mean, ENCE, they're already in the lead. They've been winning the Lucio matchup maps, and there's only so many ways you can lean into a double flex lineup. So for VP, this is still well and truly an uphill battle. They're constantly going to have to face off against ENCE on their comfort picks, on the Lucio, and there's just, I mean, there's not many map picks left for them, to be honest, so good luck to them.
Yeah, there's only so many times you can pick Circuit Royale, and it's actually once, which is a big problem. As much as they probably would like to, because they just seem to keep full holding teams in these situations. But...
All right, stop time.
Do it up. All right. Yeah, and it's just... I noticed it yesterday as well. I'm just, like, confusing. What's the word? Like, just names, hero names and stuff. In the nature of lacked sleep. Struggling a little bit, but hopefully it's still okay. So, one back for Vertspray. Very different map type. Surely enough time. No. I need to water anyway. I get some water. Bro, where are the marbles? Where are the... You guys are addicted. We're gonna all have to go to marble rehab. You back, Quack? Fucking hell. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Oh.
Hold up. You seeing this, Xavier? Chase in the lineup, escaped the shelling, escaped the tanks, escaped the power outages, actually going to be playing a dive map with Chase Torch. Hard to believe, but here we are.
Wow. I presume this means all the problems in Ukraine are over, right?
I would assume so. I would assume that we have finally established peace in Ukraine. Thank God for that. Chase on the Starlink, immediately Sky goes down. Slept up Chase is as the backline of Virtus Pro. They just drop straight out of that room. Even though ENCE have lost Sky, Kai has answered back onto Shockwave. He said, you took my namesake, I'm going to have to take one of yours too. Down, Kevster, he's posturing up here on the right-hand side, has control of the high ground. VP, they're kind of on the back foot here. Down a player, and ENCE, they're going to have Sky back in main. Sauna, he tries to creep back up on the side with Kanale, but Kev, he's on that. He's marking it. Kanale has had his Suzu forced, and now ENCE, they're really going to be pressuring forward. Chase, he dives backline. He starts blocking the supports of Virtus Pro.
No bubble though, pressure onto Chase means he has to go out main here, so they got a bit of space, but nothing, they bent, but they didn't break Virtus Pro. Now, Nano online for Gala, much quicker thanks to Sky's early death, and a dink onto Kai as well. Vesta has slept, Chase is going to double down, Kevster's trying to find something, but Kaneo, he just TPs away. They still have a Tracer Winston deep here, so they're going to go for more kills. Kevster's behind the backline right now, but they know where he is. They've dealt with Chase, and Kevster might just be worth playing his life at this point. Keep the position.
Yeah, I mean, the hold for Virtus Pro, it's pretty solid. They actually want to consolidate that hold, throwing the Kitsune Rush in main. Sauna catches Kellex. Rajaro is absolutely going to eat up Sky. And I mean, that's a solid hold now for Virtus Pro. It cost them an ultimate where, you know, it already looked like they were ahead, but they really did just want to solidify that. Next turn is the one you're going to have to keep your eyes on, though, for ENCE, because they're coming up on 5 ultimates. And a 5 ult fight versus a team playing double flex, always so scary. You don't have that ultra defensive option to keep you alive. ENCE, they actually have Kevster pre-set up. He is behind the backs of Virtus Pro. Kanale, he's trying to mark it, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop Kev from slithering into this fight.
No recall, actually, so that lasting is going to force him to give a Megan. This might just stop ENCE, but they've nanoed in, actually, so Kevster's not in this dive with Chase. He's going to kill Gala anyway. Chase has the Primal to keep going. Kevster's still behind, still with this Pulse Bomb, but Chase has done it all himself. They were trying to deal with that, but Chase from a front for Bob. The Nano, it does the job. Self-destruct from Vestler. They think it's clutchable. Vestler will be able to get back in, Rajaro will be able to get back into mech. Still looking to regroup with his team. Shockwave has Bob for the recontest here. Rajaro going to get DMX again. No, sliver of HP. Oh, he gets him, he gets him.
Oh, the right click gets him. Unbelievable. Somehow Kevster missed a pulse bomb on a remaking Diva there. Out of this world stuff. Shockwave throws the Bob, but the Bob is actually not on point, I think. Right now, we have Chase primaling in the corner. He takes down Galar, but the Bob, it's airing it out on point. Chase, he's so low. Kanale, he gets the final kill, but it may not be enough because Kellex, he's come back and he's got a very wide boop. Takes down 2 with just 1 right click, and that is going to be the cap for ENCE. It took them a while, though.
Yeah, it took him a while, took him all the ultimates as well. Kellex now back onto Brig. We'll keep this matchup going. Will be the high ground hold here for Virtus Pro, and honestly, this is actually the more difficult point to take in the dive mirror as well, so need a little bit better. The good news is obviously for ENCE, they did actually have pretty reasonable success with that nano dive. Chase found it, was able to convert that kill onto Gala, really open it up for his team. Now as we move into the free push section, a chance for both teams just to charge their ultimate. Sky much closer to the nano though here, so a chance for ENCE to even stay on the front foot as Chase trying to find a way in left, but nothing going. Shockwave's trying to hold this aggressive position up top, but Kevster and Chase looking for their opportunity to dive in.
Yeah, Kevster has a really good setup right now. Nice peel from Rajaro, though. Instant flick with that Matrix, keeping his Ashe alive. The cart has basically ended the free push zone, though. So now it's on ENCE. They need to break this hold. Sky, he was antied, but he suffered nothing for it. Now he has the nano boost as well. It's probably going to be a nano onto Chase here. Is Kevster going to be able to get in position for the follow-up? Sauna, he goes for the pulse bomb, and it lands. Down goes Sky, the ultimate that they needed for this fight. He does not have the recall, but somehow Kellex goes down in main. Sauna, he has the angle. Kai is burning beneath you. Use your eyes and your ears, son. Kevster, he's used the recall. He is on the run. Is he going to get out on the left? No. Sauna, he catches him with Kanale, and down they go. ENCE, all because of Sauna's pulse bomb early on there. They have another push shut down.
And look, they're looking like they might want to go early here. They do have Sauna hiding close. They find Sauna though here, ENCE, so now another chance to go with that nano timing. No pulse bomb to undo it this time. Chase will just get a bubble top right, try and get some space for his backline. It looks like they want to go through top left here now. Does give their own backline high ground, but they have to be so careful about nades in this room as they come in. Looking for the opportunity now to unload this one onto Chase and give him a chance. But a nade hits, it catches Kellex, it catches Sky. The sleep for Bob, the Kitsune Rush comes through from Knale. They delete this backline, and again, ENCE, they try to get the setup, they try to get closer, but a big nade from Gala means no chance to go with this Nano again for ENCE.
This is brutal now for the side of ENCE. I feel as if what they may need is actually Kevster. If he were to go over to the Echo, then perhaps he could set up for these dives on the high ground a little bit easier. Now he's got the Pulse Bomb, so there's no chance of that happening. But because VP invested both support ultimates into that last fight, I think that this is the best chance ENCE could possibly have, because now Nano onto Chase, a Primal to follow up. It's going to be really difficult to outplay that. Knale goes down early on as well, so that's a really nice pick from Kai, and it is looking like Virtus Pro, they're just going to crumble. It's not even going to cost Chase the Primal Rage.
The Dink just makes it so easy to kill that backline afterwards. So now they have the Primal. They have the Rally soon to finish it as well. Great ults to try and finish off this point. Shockwave has the Bob. That'll buy him crucial time. Sauna coming up to one more Pulse Bomb. Will get the initial touch here. Chase looking for that backline. Gala's actually gone out top right. Aggressive nade onto Sky, but Sky kills Gala for it. No follow-up on that nade. And now Knale will fall. They've got Chase with the Primal in the backline, isolates Shockwave, and it'll be, after all their struggles, it'll actually be two pretty straightforward fights here. Gala tried to clutch, but Sky, great shutdown there.
Yeah, I mean, massive shutdown, but Chase, I mean, that was more of a victory Primal than anything else, to be honest. That was like a 5 versus 3 Primal. I mean, maybe it just doesn't feel good to hold on to the same Primal Rage for 17 hours, so he had to get it off. Had to get that off his chest. And now, Anti-Nade actually splashes onto him, so he's going to jump right back. Kevster very nearly secures an early pick on Sauna. Sauna living on about 3 HP, so Kev, he was about 1 bullet away from getting the job done there. Knale taking damage as well. Lots of the members of Virtus Pro under pressure. Massive jump from Chase, but the Bob, it is good from Shockwave. It stops the push. It takes down Chase on the back jump. And now ENCE, they only have one real fight left ahead of them. Sleep goes wide. It's looking like the staggers are going to continue. Not the biggest deal, because we were only looking at one fight no matter which way you slice it. But Sauna, again, keep this man away from the enemy's spawn door. So greedy to go for that execute with the melee when you don't have recall. It's just an insanely greedy play. Knale, he has a sneaky angle, but he just TPs away from it straight away. Does not get the kill. VP, they have ultimates to hold, but ENCE, they're about to have ultimates to push.
Nano looking ready for Sky soon, but Shockwave finds the pick onto Kevster. Great opportunity now. Rajaro's going to follow it up with the Nano pushing in. Rally defensively from Kellex will keep him safe. Bob onto point as well. Helps him keep this space, but Knale's on the angle. Annoying for Virtus Pro to deal with. They deal with the Bob first. Now they're going to try and walk forward. Sky now has this Nano. Need a big turn here from Chase, but Pulse Bomb onto the backline. Don't forget connects. No, they will survive. They hold strong. Nano onto Chase with a Kitsune Rush. They just want the kills. Rajaro Sauna with the help of a Kitsune Rush. Chase has traded Gala back now, but trades are no good at this point. They need so much more. Rajaro's going to come back, clean up Kai, clean up everything. And the Diva's so good in these situations. Now it's just Chase close to Primal, but not close enough. And they get the hold partway through second point.
Yeah, no, a really solid hold there for Virtus Pro. This is supposed to be ENCE's pick. This is supposed to be their strong suit. But instead, we've got Virtus Pro managing to hold it. Chase pressured so frequently. Really nice picks again and again from Sauna. Occasionally, he'll make an egregious error, blink into the enemy spawn when he really shouldn't be doing so. But he's been providing massive value all of today, all of yesterday. An insane performance from young Sauna Mastari.
Really making up a little bit for that recall on the Suravasa as well. And Virtus Pro going toe-to-toe in the dive matchup now. Good chance to win it, but still, we've seen on Paricio, these attacks can be really tricky here. And obviously, we do expect Rajaro to be sticking onto this Diva too, which means they doesn't quite have the same threaten right now. And the way they've been playing this Virtus Pro, the Kiriko, I think, is so nice on the defense, because you see Knale playing with Sauna all the time, playing aggressively. Every Kitsune Rush was used to kill the backline. Now, when you're doing this on the defense, it's quite nice, because you can leave your Ana in quite a far back position, on a nice high ground, with a decent chance of surviving, where it can be quite tricky for Chase and Kevster to close the distance if you control the map. But now on the attack, if Knale and Sauna are taking these aggressive positions, all of a sudden Gala has to try and walk through much more difficult areas here. So a lot of attention on Gala and how accessible he is for the ENCE dive.
Jeez, Rajaro coming out on the Diva now. Again, not unfamiliar. Hook shot coming up from Sauna. Not going to get anything though. Kellex, he's not doing Donghoon's special move of putting the shield down when he spots the Widowmaker. So that's nice from Kellex. Really good fundamentals to block the shot instead of catching it with your mouth. Anti-nade lands on Kellex afterwards. He wasn't thinking about nade enough, I suppose. But that's not going to lead to much of anything. Could have been an ML7 nade for all I care. Quick soft dive though from Virtus Pro, forcing the bubble from Chase, and they're probably going to struggle to hold this space now. Kanail also has a really juicy angle, so if anyone from ENCE comes back and tries to drop, they're going to be falling right into his sideline. Kevster takes down Galar though. It looks like ENCE have actually re-pushed in main, and there's no help at all for the side of Virtus Pro because Kanail is on that big flank. Sauna now going in up on the high ground. Chase did go down, but it looks like ENCE, they're just going to weather the storm. The Arna Brig backline, it's so robust.
You see the big difference there. Kanail gets this great flank, but ENCE spot now. They realize Kanail's behind him. They can actually just use that as their trigger timing all the time. See Kanail's on this flank. Once they spot him out, Chase and Kevster can just pull the trigger. It's so easy on this first point defense to set up for this backline. And I don't know if we'll see Kanail swap or if he'll just change playstyle, play a little bit tighter to his Ana partner for longer. For now, they're just trying to make their way through top, clear this out. Chase is going to try and hold for space. One more bubble. Defensive nade, I think, has to come out there. He's half HP on point. They're trying to find a way to follow it. Kanail now committing towards the flank, a little bit slower on the flank. And Shockwave, they just find Sky as this comes in, but Nano Jump, it just goes nowhere from Chase. Chase needs to try and make something happen here, but he's going to get slept here. Might even get punished after this one. Yeah, it's an execution. And that just opens it up there. Kai trades one. It's not enough. Rally actually from Kellex. He thinks he can hold it. He thinks he can get out. He's wrong. The bomb runs him over. Nano gets no value. Nice Rally bomb. Gets no value. Disaster now for ENCE on the hold. Not just in terms of losing the point, but in terms of the economy as well.
Yeah, absolutely hideous ult value coming out from ENCE. Sky, no value. Kellex, no value. And Chase, no value because he's only 65% to his first primal rage after more than 2 minutes. And I mean, if that isn't no value, then I don't know what is. It appears that he's suffering from some sort of hyperinflation, and his currency, it's not capable of buying ult charge anymore because he's just doing nothing. Virtus Pro, they have such an insane defensive position now. Sauna gets a pick onto Kai early on with the pulse bomb as well. So even though we're in the free push zone of the map, VP, they're going to be able to start steaming away with this if they can press the issue, if they can press this advantage. Hence, they're just constantly on the back foot here.
You see Chase is going to drop in once now onto the backline. Nade and Sleep threatening Rajaro. Do take a decent chunk off his mech, but they don't find it. Kevster, meanwhile, trying to deal with Kanail here. It's a Kitsune rush coming out, though, onto the high ground, but ENCE are just not here. They're just back already.
Yeah, this Kitsune rush, it has been kited, but what we really need to see from VP right now are some bodies on point, because as the cart rolls through, you know, Xavier, this is the hardest corner on the map to push past. If they can get the cart a little further, they'll be in a really good spot. They didn't do it, though. Chase comes into the back line with the primal. He's taken so much damage, he may actually go down. The Nano onto Shockwave, a dynamite landing. I think that's caught Kai, because Kai's been caught by Rajaro afterwards. Kevster going down as well. No DPS left for ENCE. Chase gone as well. I mean, this guy is under so much pressure right now, pressure outside of the game and truly pressure in it, because Chase, his primal turn, it's amounted to nothing. There's a massive time bank now for Virtus Pro. This was ENCE's pick, Xavier.
It's a disaster. Kev gets one more touch, goes down straight away, and we're now seeing Chase swap onto the Diva here, so feels like ENCE are losing confidence, well, have lost confidence in the Winston. 4-minute time back, and look when this box is, Max. It's so easy to get it here. They've only got the self-destruct, but pop and pulse bomb to follow. ENCE do have a good ult situation for this next fight, but so many things have to go right for ENCE in a row. They need to start finding value with these nano timings.
Yeah, I mean, look, to hold this for ENCE would be an absolutely monumental feat, truly. Because this corner, it's so difficult to hold. People typically hold after the bridge. And look at Kanail. He's got another one of these cheeky angles where he can follow up with the pinch. Unfortunately, for the side of Virtus Pro, Kanail doesn't seem to be able to hit a damn shot. But there it is. There's the conversion. Takes down Kellex, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Nano Boost out onto Chase actually nets them 2 kills. And now if they can catch Rajaro's mech as well, oh god, Chase Chase, he's going schizo. He's checking behind him for somebody that is not on the cart. Anti-nade splashes onto Galar, but now we need to block the cart again. There's so much pressure. ENCE, they need to constantly stay on point, or VP, they're gonna C9 them. Chase getting blasted in the head by the Diva. Chased up onto the high ground, and down he goes. Rajara gets the first kill. None of us onto Rajara now. Kev trades Canale. That's good for the side of ENCE, but there's too much. A pulse bomb. No supports left for ENCE anymore. Rajara gets Kai though. Bodies on the point. There's a rallying Brig on the cart, but Kellex goes down. Sky soon to follow. It's only Kev still left. Chase is still in spawn, and that is going to be ENCE losing their own map pick. VP evening up the series 2-2 here in the grand finals.
This should have been the advantage they have, right? A big part of the reason they have Chase on the roster is so they can take teams out on these Winston maps and take them out. But here they lose to the Diva. Kevs does everything, right? Kills the backline, does the job, but it's not enough. They just get overwhelmed. Banana Diva, they can't survive. The fact, I mean, really the cart pressure was a big problem for them, right? Because otherwise the backline do survive if they're not probably pulled to cart in such a way. But now 2-2. Momentum all with VP now after those last two maps.
Yeah, all momentum lost for the side of ENCE. It seemed like they were clearly the better dive team at the start, but now, I mean, they're just falling by the wayside. They've lost a dive matchup. No, don't put Kellex in the retirement home. Kellex is our GOAT. He's the people's champion, so I wouldn't worry about that. But all momentum lost for ENCE. They've lost their pick. They've lost their circuit where they're always confident in their DPS players and their Sigma. They've lost their hard dive matchup, and I can't imagine we're going to be seeing Chase anymore. Whether or not his electricity is working, I don't think they're going to go to another Chase Torch map. I think we are going to see a lot more Diva, maybe some Malga as well, as the series progresses further.
Yeah, it seems like it has to be the choice right now. Get Vest back in, go back to some of those matchups they were having success with here. And while ENCE do seem to be starting to play a larger variety of comps, a lot of these comps outside the Diva haven't worked. The Zarya didn't work, the Winston's not working here. So it might just be a classic, get Vest back in, go Diva, try and do a lot of the same things that were working before.
Yes, I'm told that Chase is actually powering his computer with a bicycle, and it is very difficult to simultaneously ride a bike and play Winston, so that could be the issue here.
Yeah, unfortunately, playing Winston, I guess, in these situations, not quite like riding a bike as well, and certainly didn't feel like it there for Chase. Really rough one for him. Comes in, loses his map. And what's even left now? What mode are we on? Is it push?
I think we're going to go to something like, I think we're going to go to push or flashpoint, and I reckon it might be flashpoint. I reckon we might see a New Junk City pick come out from the side of ENCE here, because if they can go to New Junk City, slam a bit of Malga, Genji, Cass, something like that, then maybe they will have a chance again. The thing is, ENCE, I mean, they're kind of constrained by the fact that they never really played double flex DPS, right? Kai always wants to play the hit scans. So maybe my prediction there is wrong. Maybe that's a bit of a swing and a miss. Maybe they want to go to something a little more Diva viable, take us to Suravasa. Have we already seen
we played Suravasa, yeah. Wasn't it Suravasa, remember, when Sauna had that recall moment?
Oh yeah, I have a hole in my head. Yeah, no, okay, we're on 5 right now.
You stream this much Overwatch, we've sacrificed an unreasonable amount of brain cells in this portion of time, so I guess just Runa Sappy, Diva Mirror, maybe Kiri Lucio coming out on the side of VP, maybe Anna Lucio or Anna Brig on the side of old ENCE.
And yeah, that sounds much closer to reality, actually. As I booted up the stream today, people were saying, actually, you sound so miserable. You look miserable, you know? But it's just the lack of sleep. No, me. Yeah, don't worry. It's just the lack of sleep. All right. Slop time.
There's no way we have time for marbles. They are so aggressive with these maps. You know what we do have time for? A beautiful homemade cookie made by my fiance. Made a batch on my birthday, put some in the freezer. And now this sugar will surely cure all my brain injuries, right? No, not exclamation mark play, exclamation mark cookie. If you type exclamation mark cookie, you will also get a cookie. Let me know what you think of the cookies. You don't like cookies? You probably just typed it wrong, Bob. Try typing it again. Thank you, Forful. I do appreciate the tier 1. Thank you very much. Been graced with so much support over the weekend as we enter the final lap here. I'm eternally grateful. You only eat marbles? That's not true. Your teeth must be fucked if that's true. You get an explanation behind this? Of course, Bob. I am just, in fact, Adolf Hitler. Chase played Perisco that we just lost. We know. To Bees, there's already a clip. This new Hitler thing is going to be... You know how when I bring up that I play TF2 and everyone's like, oh, here goes old man talking about TF2. This is going to be the new version of that. It's like, ah, here he goes again talking about how he's Hitler. DeBees, you'd actually be surprised. The pipeline is really consistent. It's literally a break timer. What cookie those do be? When someone tells you who they are, believe them. Good quote, Robo Hobo. Good quote. Relevant in this situation. Alright. What was it? Colosseo? Colosseo. I think they'll play the Sig again here, VP, right? They'll play the Sigma. And then Colosseo, quite a tricky map sometimes to be too aggressive with the dives. Maybe try and exploit that against the Diva. Oh. Guys, you can spam the marbles, but we're literally in Colosseo. You know what they say, when in Rome? When in Rome. There won't be a fight for 5 minutes. That's not what they say, AU. You've clearly never been to Rome. Because they would say it in Italian. What's the Italian for marbles?
How are we looking?
Looks like we're kicking it off again. So Colosseo, the choice of ENCE here, Lucio, Anna, Diva, but quite a big map in this one. So I don't know how often Vessel will be able to cleanly engage on this backline. It is Kiri, Lucio, Remark from the side of Virtus Pros. So probably pretty reasonable at playing slow. Both teams on the Ash as well. It might just be a slow trade here. Probably just eyes on how quickly Sky can get to this Nano in comparison to the Kitsune rush here. Because if they can get that early opening timing here, could be a big swing for ENCE.
Yeah, not too sure about this first fight just yet. We need to see a little bit more. Tracer posturing up on the side, but immediately going to back up. Rajaro, he's getting a bit more push. Rajaro has more staying power on the objective, I want to say. Double headshot coming out from Kanale, though. Suzu forced, though. Anti from Sky was good, but Kai, he's having a rough one with it. Not charging up any of his ultimate right now. Only 20% to Shockwave's 40. A couple of clean shots, or maybe one dynamite away from something actually changing in that regard. Sky throws out the nade, doesn't catch anything for it, but he's up to 70% on the nano boost. Shockwave, for all these big dynamites, it is a nano boost versus a Bob in the making right now. Dynamite comes out, does not catch anything though, and now Sky, he's 90% on that nano boost. This next turn could be huge for ENCE. They're about to have the nano. The nade goes deep, doesn't catch anything, but Sauna, he's dead. Sauna first picked, and now Vestola, he wants to keep the pressure up.
Kev's is just doing it all right now. Pick after pick, and VP, they're in damage control right now. Vessler wants to stagger more people. Rajaro getting pressured on the way up. The backline's gone Kosfo, so separate from Rajaro, they have to use for form, and it's all just been backpedaling for VP. Nano timing available now. All eyes on Vessler. Kellex shortly behind on the beat as well. And Vessler, you can see how close he is. He's itching to go. Dynamite timing. They're looking for it. Nano comes in. Anti gets in. There's a massive anti as well. Suzu is neck. Kitsune Rush used defensively. Vessler turns his attention to Shockwave. He's found Shockwave. And now they'll regroup on the low ground. They have the opening pick, but they're back in the corridor here, ENCE.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they're just trying to wait out the Kitsune Rush before going again. And here they are. Vess, massive damage into the side of Kaneo before he can get away. Kevster is there to finish the job. And now they've set their sights on the high ground. Here they are. Vess holding this high ground position. Anyone from Virtus Pro, they're going to have to walk underneath a very, very dangerous D.Va, or they're going to have to clear him out before they do anything more. Kev and Vess continuing to fight for this aggressive space. And there, the checkpoint conceded a really fast checkpoint cap from ENCE.
Now Kev lurking behind this pulse bomb. Oh, Sky and Kai, they always seem to die in pairs, I guess. They both go down thanks to Sauna's pulse bomb. So Kev still invests it. Gets for trade, actually. Maybe thinks it's winnable. Sauna's trying to anchor point here, but Kev's come to challenge him. Will get a bit of backup now, Sauna, and they can reset. But decent progress off their first real push there, ENCE. Now they have the beat and the self-destruct. The Virtus Pro, pretty strong ultimates here. Maybe start with the Bob, keep pushing with the beat or the Annihilation, or answer any of that ENCE aggression with it.
Yeah. ENCE, I mean, they can't be unhappy with what they've done so far. Getting the checkpoint in so little time, that's a great start. VP, though, pushing super fast, catching out Kellex. No beat now for ENCE. This is going to be rough. Shockwave getting Kai so incredibly low. Coach gunning up onto the high ground, but just shooting blanks. And actually, he will go down for that. Overzealous. Sky gets the kill. Vestola the trade on Sauna as well. Even though Sky has gone down, this is no good at all for Virtus Pro. They had such a lead, but Shockwave, Sauna, they've both taken massive risks, and it hasn't paid off. Now, Kaneo, he's going to need to TP out, but he mustn't have it because he's caught out by Kellex and Vess. This looked like a push chance for Virtus Pro, but instead it's just going to be another stabilize and a repush for ENCE.
Do you give a DMAC here onto Vessler? So a nice late one from Sauna. He will die for it, but probably still ultimately worth the trade. Virtus Pro didn't get a chance to use any of their ultimates now, so their back's only gotten bigger, but ENCE are once again on the front foot. They have that nano timing, so expect once again, as always, this will go Vessler's way, and it will force some response out of Virtus Pro.
Yeah, Sky has the nano for Vess, but I mean, VP 5 check marks, you cannot complain about that. Nano comes out onto Vess, Shockwave under a lot of pressure, being pushed really hard, but Vess, second shift now, he's actually just keeping his Lucio safe, blocking the doorway, running away from Rajaro. Rajaro is on his case though, Kaneo picks Sky, Kevster is sneaking around behind, just trying to buy time, waiting for an opportunity. He wants the pulse bomb on Shockwave, but he does not find the angle. He doesn't need the pulse bomb, he absolutely tears Shockwave to pieces, but the bot has been stolen in this time. VP, they've traded favorably. Kai, though, hooking up into the air, and unlike Shockwave, he gets the job done. He connects, he takes down Kaneo. This is going to stop VP from getting any meaningful push here on the cart. Without Kaneo alive, they're not going to be able to keep their tank. Kevster straight away, he actually comes in, he starts blocking the cart. This is good from him. That means that VP, they're not going to get anything for these picks. Back to another reset in the middle fight.
Every time VP seem like they get an opportunity to go on the front foot, to get some progress of their own, something always goes wrong. A late trade, a missed ult opportunity. And now they still have reasonable ults with which to push. They've gotten this Annihilation as Kevster and Sauna just keeping each other in check. Kevster protecting his backline, now looking for an opportunity maybe for his pulse. But in this high ground position, they're going to start with Bob actually. They force it behind Rajaro here. Rajaro just takes the back step, so, I mean, easy enough for VP. Just walk away from that one from Kai.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good one for the side of VP. No ultimates invested. I mean, Kai, you know, maybe we're gonna need a little bit more ult value from you there. Kevster has the pulse bomb, which he is pretty good at landing. Kai actually takes down Shockwave early on. VP, they're going for a really aggressive push up in main. Kellex might be getting caught out. Looks like he will be surviving it because Sky lands to sleep. Sauna comes high ground for the pulse bomb. Even though there is Rajaro slow to try and combo with it, still no pulse bomb landing. And it is ENCE actually stealing the card away to the other side of the map. Galar under heaps of pressure here. Annihilation invested from Rajaro, but Vess, he catches the nano, and there he goes. Kai takes down Galar. Vess is just in the back line. 3 different and people being kept busy by him, and then Kevster eats up Rajaro as well. So now the bot has been stolen away towards ENCE's pushing side of the map, and VP, they're really on the back foot. They're down on ultimates, they're down on meterage, and the cart just keeps on rolling.
Is someone behind with Sauna right now? I swear I saw 2 view models. I might also be losing my mind, so either could be possible here. Either way, Vents not going to waste their time. They're going to walk forward. They get the Bob out here, so a bit of pressure, then they disengage. Vessel is awfully low, and the Bob actually does catch Kai here. So ENCE will get a little bit more progress, but it will be undone. And now Virtus Pro, they've got another timing. Both support ults here. Control of a robot. Not really any trades there either. This is the timing. They need to put some meters on the board.
Yeah, really nice Bob there from Shockwave, letting them win the fight relatively easily. Only 1 ult invested and a nice wipe for them. This is something that they need if they want to have even the slightest chance of retaking the map right now. Galar, he has the beat drop. It looks like they're going for an aggressive pinch here on the high ground. They're trying to sneak their way through. Amp comes out. Kevster, Sky, beat invested on the flank, and it's looking like Sky, he tries to flip the map through the mini room. Not going to happen, mate. And now Shockwave, he's also taking down Kellex in main. Shockwave is the one on card. Oh, they go for the trade and they do get it. Kevster, Vess, all throwing their bodies at Shockwave. I mean, can you blame them? To be fair, have you seen the guy? But Shockwave getting traded 5v1, a little bit of a disaster for VP, because now they're not going to be able to get this checkpoint off that fight. They are going to need to slow things down unless they want to invest 4v5.
I think they're considering it. Kaneo and Rajaro are hiding close. Kitsune rush in Kaneo's hands. I think they're trying to bait people into him. Here it comes. Oh, too close is Kellex. He doesn't expect it. They catch Kellex. No beat available. Sorta kills 2 immediately. And ENCE, they've been completely surprised by this self-destruct used by Vessler here. We'll be able to get back into mech. But now Virtus Pro finally on the board. Nano coming back for Sky. He's going to die late though. Kellex has beat. Sky has Nano. They still have the ults to win this fight. But now Rajaro get close to that annihilation. Pretty good at absorbing this pressure here, and Sauna even maybe a pulse bomb attempt early here.
I mean, there's the checkpoint for VP. You have to say, Rajaro, these snares have been exceptional, setting up kills for Sauna, slowing down backliners. Sauna nearly falling off the map there on the edge. Nanoboost comes out onto Rajaro, and it looks like VP, they're just going to try and kite that. That's the Nanoboost on Vestola, rather. Rajaro goes down. That's a favorable trade for ENCE, and that's not good enough for VP. They need more meters if they want to take the lead here. They're going to completely back up, completely try to reset this one. Play for next. Rajaro, he's just now respawned. There's still so much time before they're going to be ready to fight again. Kaneo TPing out. It looks like they're resetting for a fight in the middle of the map. VP, they nearly have the annihilation, but ENCE, they have so much more than just 1 tank ultimate.
They do. They've got the Bob. They've got the beat. They can throw so much into this them now. They have to try and play a slower fight, really. If they can get to this support ult time for Virtus Pro, that might be the key. But trades and have played them all the way through. Bob comes through now into Kai. Oh, Gala's in a lot of trouble. 21 HP. Guit getting chased down. But Bob is targeting Rajaro, though. They're okay. Kaneo dies for it, though. Kevster kept pushing. Kev and Vess, once again, they find the value. 10 seconds left. Virtus Pro, they don't have time to disengage anymore. The beat push on it shuts down Gala. These support ults are not coming. And that might just be the end of VP on this map.
It was so close. VP, they were so close to having a chance. But ENCE, they catch that kill. The Bob was so good for zoning the backline, forcing them into a position where Kevster could just take them away. So close to double support ult there for the side of VP. Only 10 meters away from evening up the map, but ENCE, they close it out. It looked a little bit rocky for a second there. Rajaro starting to overperform on the Ramatra, get these insane snares, throwing them across the map onto Sky, enabling Sauna to get these crazy backline kills. But ENCE, they stabilize, they close it out.
Works out really nice. Really a monster map from Kev as well. Always finding these trades, always finding that value. And it's a big part, I think, why ENCE have been so successful in this stage. Vessler on the Diva, Kev on the Tracer. They combine again and again and again and again. And now VP will get what will be their last map pick either way in this series and a chance to send it to a 7th decider. But they need to find the way through here. Do you try and bait chasing?
Oh, I don't think it's possible.
Do you think even if you went Dorado or something? Because you get the map reset now as well, right? So everything's on the cards again?
Look, I think at the end of the day, is that something you want? if you're VP, do you want to go to that map? Because I think D.Va is just less. D.Va's just less viable on Dorado compared to Paraiso, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Yeah.
Maybe a King's Row or something. Yeah, maybe like something that's like a bit more viable, like D.Va wise.
I think a King's Row could be a good shout. Actually, you take it to a King's Row, and there's a reasonable chance that they throw in Chase, but at the same time, the D.Va is super viable there. So I think that could be a good shout, actually. But slop.
Is anyone coaching ENCE? Nope, not me. Not me. Any of you guys coaching ENCE? Whoa, are all of you? Why do they have so many coaches? Why do they have 8 head coaches, then Red Eyes as assistant coach? Oh wait, 2 assistant coaches, Gotik as well. ENCE has more coaches than Team France. Wasn't Rush the rumor? I don't think it was. I think the Rush rumor was just something somebody said in chat once with 0 evidence, 0 backup. The only reason it exists is because Rush is literally a coach and ENCE is a team looking for a coach. I think that's the most evidence we have for any of that rumor. I'm not trying to throw you off. It's not a double bluff. It's not a double bluff. Come on, guys. It's just... You swear it's Smash? Is it actually? Where's that rumor from? What's the source, you know? Gotta make sure we have journalist integrity here. Fork? Sorry, it's come from you, has it? If it's come from Fork, I think we just don't have a coach. Wait, maybe I can find out. Hold on. Let's see. Give me a sec. I'm pretty sure they just don't have a coach, though. Oh, look who it is. Where does Toronto play? In 1 to 2 maps time. A lower bracket run back. All right, yeah, I'm pretty certain no coach. I'm pretty certain no coach. Oh, Droopy throwing smoke at Toronto. Your gut said ENCE, but your gut has been wrong, so you went VP as well. I heard Yaki's coaching Toronto now. Any sources on that, Fork? Toronto care to confirm or deny? Ooh. Juby's playing both sides. Sneaky Jubes. So many of your questions. No offense, Sandra, but some of your questions are so arse. But no offense, of course. I know, Mapino. I realized afterwards. It was so crucial. It was so crucial. I nailed the pronunciation on that because that would have been a horrendous clip. Actually clutched the fuck up there, honestly.
Yo.
Yo. J-Town. So, not what we expected. And it looks like it'll be Anna Brig, Diva Widow from ENCE.
I think this is really interesting to see them take us to another sniper map after Shockwave wiped the floor with Kai on Circuit Royale. But at the same time, I mean, I know Kai. Kai's not a fucking pussy. He's confident that he can beat Shockwave in the Widow duel. Just because he lost it 4 times in a row doesn't mean that psychologically he's going to change. Kai knows that he's the better Widow. So I'm sure that it makes sense for them to go to this matchup. Also, Vestola has done reasonably well on the Diva. And this map, it's not so Sigma-centric. So instead, Vest, he can play the Diva. And this just makes a little more sense now. The thing you have to watch out for, though, double flex support for the side of Virtus Pro. If they're able to swing wide, ENCE will find themselves locked in a corner. And if they get corralled into a little corner, then it is all over for them. They need to hold space on the side.
Nail's got his way all the way up top here. Will be behind, trying to find a dink onto Sky. There it is. Couple of dinks as well. Nail Susus himself, keeps the angle here with Sorda, and they're stuck in a really difficult situation here, and corralled into this mega room. They're trapped. They're holding strong for now, but now Rajara's above them. Vester's going to have his health chunked. The nade's going to hit as well, and they're just trying to, they're going to try and push out main. They need to try and create some space. Kev's just going to die on the way, though, and they're not getting close. Whoa, where's Kai? Where's Kai going? Wait, where's Gala going? What's
Hang about? Oh, Galar is just aim keying. Takes down 2. Kai, though, trade. Insane flick onto Sauna after taking down Galar. Kai with a awesome angle onto Galar, who managed to, I don't know, not sure how he managed to catch Kai in the wrong spawn. But, I mean, this is the problem with ENCE's comp. The Arna Brig, it's quite good on the second point, quite good on the third, but here on the first point, it's such a wide point. There's so many flanks. It's so difficult to stop the Kiriko and the Tracer from sneaking in. And Virtus Pro, they've capitalized on that fact. They corralled ENCE into a corner, and Virtus Pro, they took advantage of those angles. Now, we see a desperate touch from ENCE. Kevster's on the cart, but Kanale again, he's in the corner, he's watching the cart. Shockwave, he takes down Kellex. Kellex from the school of Donghoon goes down with his shield. And now, Shockwave, he's just taken names. He takes down Kev as well. ENCE, they're done for. Vestola being staggered on the cart. This door opening, this is a slow process. Now Vest goes down, but I'm in great position for VP.
You just see it's so difficult for ENCE to try and deal with those big flanks here. They'll be able to do a little bit the same here, maybe through this top left or even all the way into spawn. You can see Sauna's actually super keen to try and get this really early flank as well. They're trying to set up here, get everyone except for their Widow onto high ground. A classic forward hold here from Virtus Pro. We saw something similar on Circuit Royale with huge success here, but the walls from Kai should help them spot everything out and just clear a couple of these angles.
Oh! Comes out from Kai. Insane shot onto Kanale, though. That is going to slow down Virtus Pro's push significantly. Shockwave does answer back 1-for-1 trades, but I would argue that the pick onto Kanale is worth a little bit more. Nanobus comes out from Galar, though. Shockwave under pressure. Kev is on his case. Kev, though, he whiffs the final portion of that kill. Shockwave drops to the safety of his flex support. Rajara slept up in main. Sauna takes down Kev, and now things are looking rough for ENCE. Are we going to see the counter nano? We will. Counter nano goes out onto Kellex, and he is pushing ahead. He gets the flail. He gets... Oh, no, Rajari. He actually does manage to get out there. That's ultimate charge donated to the supports of Virtus Pro. ENCE and VP both roughly even on ultimates, but Sauna, he nearly has a pulse bomb. And today, he has been incredibly sticky.
Oh, Kanale's going for a big flank, but they see it, they spot him out. Kanale's now been punished for one of these angles, something that ENCE are going to have to keep doing here if they want to keep a lock on on their flank routes here. Now they're going to try and walk forward. Kev's just pressure in the back. Nade hits actually onto Gala. Sky will finish that one with a bit of help from Kev. And ENCE, they've got a foothold now in this second. But just to be careful not to lose Vestala's mech here. Just have bomb if he really gets in trouble. Kai's going to take off Sauna's head while this is all happening. And ENCE, now they get a chance to set up. Now they get this control. And this is where they really want to make it difficult for Sauna or Kanale to get in behind or get any kind of flank on them.
Yeah, I mean, now that ENCE have actually stabilized, I think this is bad news for VP. The double flexible comp, when you can't get those wide angles, when you're not snowballing anymore, it gets really rough for you. And I think that we're gonna struggle to see VP actually find those angles. Yesterday, as I was saying this, they managed to blast through with the Kitsune Rush, but today they do not have that in the back pocket. Vestola, he has the bomb on the cart. You can see Kanale and Sauna sneaking up the side right now. Kai looks away at just the wrong moment, and now Kanale, he's ready. He's going to TP over to his Tracer. Kanale and Sauna are both set up behind. Kai, he's read the writing on the wall. He's pushed forward, and now this is such good play from ENCE. You need to understand, as the enemy team is setting up on you, if you have the opportunity to trade onto the other side, you should do it. Kai, he spots it. He clocks the setup from Kanale, from Sauna, and straight away they call, go main, push the main stack, and then a 5 versus 3 in main, no hope for VP.
Works perfectly for him. We saw a little bit of this happening to Onparicio to Virtus Pro as well when we saw Kaneo actually slow it down, but Kaneo and Sauna are so deep behind, they've actually maintained their position here. So same problem for ENCE to try and solve. Kai misses the first shot there, and now Sauna and Kaneo, they're encroaching nearly at the Kitsune Rush here. ENCE all caught them, but Kai, he finds the headshot. Shockwave trades it back, so I guess bad day to be a Tracer here. Again, they try and walk forward here. Vessler putting pressure onto Shockwave. This time he's safe though, and it's Rajara who takes down the Widow. Now Shockwave has freedom. He's just going to get this angle on point. They're trying to stabilize above him here, ENCE. The backline is kind of trapped in here. They have rally if they get in trouble. Shockwave will get out with that one. Kellex has to rally. Big bash on this Kitsune Rush now, but they have to keep running. Vessler's trying to peel for everyone. Any trade is good. Pressure onto them. Vessler's going for the backline. He's kind of been hit by himself. He does have the self-destruct. Can he get back into mech though? He gets naded. The sleep doesn't hit. He does get back into mech, but he's now going to keep going on the backline. He's committed all the way into the spawn. Vess going so far, and they've cleaned up the kills behind him here, ENCE. Vessen's done so much. Now the pulse bomb, they'll get the late stagger onto Rajaro, and there's only 10 seconds left.
Absolutely unreal play from Vess and Kevster there, just going and going and going. The pressure never lets up. VP, they're going for the touch right now. Rajara, he's trying to drop down onto the cart. Kellex gets the flail, but Rajara will get the touch. Kai, he wants the shot on the Tracer, does not shoot the sleeping Diva, and Rajara now going back in with the nano boost. Sky under a lot of pressure. He's actually going to be taken down. ENCE, it looked like they were in such a good position, but suddenly Rajara with this nano boost, he's just taken them for a ride. Kellex, Vess, both going down. Kevster, no recall. Oh, Galar, Kevin Kai together taking down the point players of Virtus Pro, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's only Kai and Kev left in the game. Vess, he will be back soon. Kellex and Sky soon to follow, but there is no recontest.
Oh, Kai takes off Sauna's head again, but it won't save for point. He takes off Kanale's head again. It still can't save for point. But that late DMEC from Vess, after all the good work he did, the late DMEC ultimately cost him. It allows Rajara to convert that nano, and now Virtus Pro, bit of a lifeline here on second. And again, this is now another map, or another part of the map, as we get a replay here on Kai. There's one. Good for another? No problem. Easy for Kai. We'll need a few more of those here on the third point. But this third point, quite wide and open again, so Kaneo and Sauna can go on these long flanks. So again, ENCE have to make sure their reaction is good and timely.
Oh, the didgeridoo on the Widow replay has just absolutely fucking taken me out. Nanoboost comes onto Vestola. Shockwave shifted on, goes down so early. The Widows, they have been going headshot for headshot all map long. But now, again, the cart is going to stop rolling for the side of Virtus Pro. And this is very much like the second point in terms of theory. As you're snowballing, the double flexible comp is extremely powerful. But when you have to retake on the third point, again, the wide angles, they just don't exist. It's too difficult to set up. So now, Kanale and Galar, they are going to have a really hard time here because Vess, again and again, Vess, Kevster together, they can just dive in and push onto the enemy squishies. They do not have the brig to sustain through these aggressive pushes. Vess backing up now, but again, Virtus Pro, they're about to be anchored to the cart. Rally in the choke, super aggro push coming through. Sauna takes down Sky. This might have been a little bit overzealous here from the side of ENCE. Kai takes Kanale down, but Vess, he gets Galar. There's no supports alive for Virtus Pro. And while this rally push, it seemed a little bit suspect, it has borne really sweet fruit. No supports alive for the side of Virtus Pro. Rajara losing the mech on the cart. That's he wants that kill. Kev will clean up the kill. Sauna, no recall. Very fast rollout from Kanale, but I don't think it's going to make a lick of difference because the cart will be stopping here on third point Junkertown.
Reasonable hold in the end coming out. They do get the stop here, and they have at least a really winnable distance to work with. It's never straightforward on Junkatan. I think especially we've seen teams fail time and time again on that second attack. So even getting the second there might actually turn up to be enough for Virtus Pro. Again, we talk about how strong their comp is on first point here. The same thing that was true on the first attack will apply to the first defense. So a decent chance for Virtus Pro here, obviously playing for their lives in this grand final.
Jeez. I mean, look, I think the double flex support comp for Virtus Pro on the defense, it is really strong, all 3 points. But you need to be so mindful of the ult turns from ENCE. The Nano Diva, it has consistently looked so scary for either side. Every time a Nano Diva comes out, it feels like we're seeing supports just disappear into the ether. We've also seen an insane trade between Kai and Shockwave, just constantly getting picks on squishies. So I feel as if this map can go either way. Third point is not a bad push at all for VP, but I mean, this is ENCE's pick. They're in the driver's seat now.
Lots of options again, and you have to favor, especially on the attack. Some of these nano turns have looked more dangerous more often for ENCE and Vessler throughout the series. So if they can start finding those connections, especially punishing some of these splits, I think great opportunities for them here. Likewise, it feels like we've started to see a little bit more Kai coming online in this map compared to the Circuit Royale. So if that keeps going that way, it will give ENCE another feather in their cap in terms of this push. Here we go. No surprises in the comp here from ENCE. More of the same. So their backline, it's more stable, but can't quite control these wide spaces as much. Kai, just taking whatever damage he can, railing them off down onto the Diva as they go through this free push section of the map.
Yeah, Kai, you know, he's just going to take a passive angle here at the start. Wait until the push has extended a little bit more before going for anything riskier. Kanail, though, he has a really aggro angle from the start, going for a little bit of early chip damage. He actually hasn't charged up any ultimate at all, but he's also not stealing much ult charge from Galar. The thing about playing the double flex support this way, where your Kiriko is just constantly flanking, it really enables you to get all of the healing done by your Ana. Oh, Shockwave! Again, the school of Donghoon. He has spread this into Europe. Donghoon, he goes to Europe from Korea and he preaches the word. He says, play Brig and keep your shield down when you're not versus a Widowmaker. Rajaro takes down Sky, and that is going to be 2 dead for the side of ENCE. Nice shot, nice little hook shot there from Shockwave. Good lord. You know, I always thought that Shock couldn't play Widow. I'm going to be honest. I thought that you went head to head with someone like Kai, a real hard hit scan player, and I thought that you would just lose the duel. But Shockwave, he's proving me wrong today. I've been such a long time Shockwave hater, and I do unfortunately feel as if I'm coming around to actually, you know, respecting Nicholas a little bit as a player, because he's had some stellar performances this tournament.
It's been tremendous for him so far. We'll get a much quicker walls as a result of this too. Kevster is behind, trying to minimize Shockwave's impact now. They ping, you can see them pinging Kev. They're trying to keep an eyes on it. Now the walls come out. Kev will know it's there, so he'll just wait this one out. No, he won't. He'll go for the blink. Triple blink attempt goes through. Kevster gets him. And just as we were singing his praises, Kev's not scared of walls, hits all the blinks. Now he's onto the backline. No recall available. Doesn't need it though, and Kev's just dismantled him. A one-man army. But as in the sense, not the team. I'm not saying he's like a top dragon, but one-man army for Kev. Takes him down. And what an opening. They were struggling a bit on that, but Kev bails them out. Easy first point now.
Really nice moves there from Kevster, taking down the Widowmaker, taking down the Tracer, just blowing that point wide open. And now ENCE, the fact that they've been able to do that without using a single ultimate, that is crazy good news for their Snowball. They're going to be able to throw out the Nano Boost onto anyone they want. Vess, Kev, Telex for a counter. They have so much choice now. Shockwave, he's on the retake, just eyeing out every single angle, seeing if he can find Kai's head peeking out. I mean, I think VP, they're going to let the car roll a little bit more before trying to contest. They're going to wait until they get to the bridge. We see Kai there. He went for a little forward push, but now he's hooked back towards main. Sauna, he's on the hunt. He's looking for the angle, but Kai, he hits the body shot. Kanail goes down to Kev.
He's just found his way through. Kai's just swinging this angle. Kev is now on the hunt. He's looking for more. Vester's going to go join him there, poking out Rajaro. Rajaro's so low here. He's going to lose mech. Is he going to try and self-destruct? Tries for it. Can they find that kill? Pulse Bomb is good, though, from Sauna. Might save Virtus Pro in this situation. Such a crucial kill. They can still get a few more meters on the board ends, but this retake from Virtus Pro, they got Rajaro back in mech. They got the Pulse Bomb kill. They can stabilize massively here.
Yeah, and now Sauna, he's in big trouble. Recall forced, he's stuck inside 3-4 people. Rajaro drops into main, actually bails Sauna out. He manages to escape that seemingly doomed situation. Really nice from Sauna there, buying time. drawing aggro and getting a kill for it. Kai, he's in main right now, and Sauna's actually positioned to catch him. That's a great time for the Observer to switch off as Sauna comes in and kills Kai. Wonderful work there. Sauna takes down Sky as well. Sky and Kai haters be damned, because both of them are dead for the side of ENCE. Virtus, what is Kevster pulsing?
I think he wanted Valkyrie, right, but it TP'd away, so just thought he didn't have TP. Thought he was stuck in the corner, I guess. I don't know. It's fine anyway. Kevster will still get the value, but it's actually Sauna who probably gets more done in all of that. Now, it's actually Virtus Pro with the ult advantage. Nano boost in hand. And the setup as well for Shockwave here, just staring it down. They've got the point anchored, and this second point, we talked about how tricky it would be, and ENCE running into problems. Already half of that 4-minute time bank has expelled, and a chance now for Shockwave to pop these walls even, spend a bit more time. Vessler's committed a little bit in here, but they should be able to clear him. Sky's killed Sauna, actually. Now Vessler's going to turn around and peel, make sure he's backline safe. He's just getting railed by Shockwave, taking damage after damage after damage. They're having a hard time clearing Rajaro, and now this nano boost comes in. Sauna's dead, though, remember, so it's just Rajaro trying to do it all on his own, and Vessler's just playing defense. Kai's found the pick in all of this. Self-destruct. Can it get anyone? Can he get back into mech? No. And this has been a disaster now for VP. It's all gone. Oh, Shockwave with one back.
I mean, look,
goddamn
Shockwave, he manages the
school.
trade. I mean, this trade is really valuable. Unfortunately, Dongan, it appears that he's done too much damage to these European Brigida players. He's taught them all how not to block a Widow shot. Sleep onto Vestola is probably not going to be enough right now. But, oh, Sauna slept up as well. That's how you get an impactful sleep. Sky sleeping the Tracer. Kevster finishing the kill. And it is looking like ENCE, they are going to roll away with this one. Virtus Pro, they're on such a... Oh, my God. Galar managed to take down Kai. I don't know how he's managed this. Kev, he has the Pulse Bomb. But they need to finish this up. They need to clean up the point quickly, because the respawns, they are coming through for Virtus Pro. Nano comes out onto Vestola. He's on the backline, takes down Kaneo. Rajaro's going to lose the suit as well. But Sauna, he pulses Kai. Shockwave headshots Kellex. Again, the Donghoon school of Brig Shieldery, teaching us absolutely nothing at all. And Vestola, he takes down... Oh, wow. Takes down Rajaro. It is going to be a cap for ENCE, but it was not easy.
Yeah, they do have the self-destruct force out right of the death tier, as Gala is once again pushing spawn. Will go down eventually there. We see huge value from Vessler on these nano timings. You compare that to Rajaro's nano. Obviously, Sauna was down as well, so Rajaro tried to force it into the room, gets the self-destruct force, and we just see a bit of a big difference in terms of how those ultimates are being executed. And now, the box of victory is so close. This is for the Stage 3 Championship. Just, they need to get into this box. They have the rally for it, Max. It should be doable.
Walls pop for either side now, and I mean, their tournament life is on the line. Oh my God, the card has rolled so far. That is so scary for Virtus Pro to let it roll that far, because now they are going to need to be glued to this card for the entirety of the fight. No margin for error whatsoever. Rajaro is about to lose the suit. Pulse comes out from Kevster. Galar goes down. Shockwave goes down. And I mean, that's going to be ENCE taking this grand final here.
Definitive in the end. You just see Kevster hits the pulse bomb on the back line. Meanwhile, Vessler's able to shut down the Widow. Meanwhile, Kai's able to headshot the Tracer. They just win on all fronts at the same time. ENCE win 4-2. They will finally break the second place curse. It's ENCE's stage. And there we go. Championships. SSG taken care of for them. Maybe the only thing for ENCE is that they didn't get that final win over SSG, because Virtus Pro just took care of business for them. But a good win for ENCE. Well deserved. Certainly look like the best team in EMEA right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, ENCE, for the nth time, they've proven that they have top tier DPS, top tier diva. And I mean, look, I think the addition of Sky and Kellex to this roster, it's really given them a new flavor. Before, I felt that their roster, it wasn't all that cohesive. The fact that they had someone like Ghost in the flex support slot, I don't think that matches up so well with a player like Kevster. I think Kevster, he's someone that thrives with someone that can pocket him on the Ana, that can give him nano boosts. And I think that this iteration of ENCE, it's the best version of it we've seen so far. We've got Kellex, the glue, the vibes guy, the top tier Lucio in Europe, and then we've got someone like Sky that can play the heroes that complement Kevster's hero pool to the extreme. I think this is a really strong version of ENCE, and I mean, this tournament, the biggest question mark for it, I mean, ENCE has looked like the strongest tournament perhaps throughout the entire bracket, but the biggest question mark has been what happened to SSG going down 0-3 in the lower bracket. I mean, that's a little bit sad.
I think a special mention as well, because Kellex's year so far has been start on Twisted Minds, win stage 1, take a little break during stage 2, no problem, come back stage 3 with ENCE, win another championship as well. So Kellex can't stop winning. He really is the highest grade glue available.
I mean, Kellex, he's Tarzan's grip, you know, he is the best super glue money can buy because he really just, all he ever does is win in the EMEA region. He skips the tournaments where his teams lose because they win on account of him, you know, premium vibes, premium glue, Tarzan's grip holding everything together. But, I mean, Kellex, I think he might be the most winningest player in EMEA. Ever, you know, the second he left the Overwatch League, he came back to Europe and he just started winning, and he's been doing it ever since. I mean, he is such a high quality main support and such a, you know, a pleasure to have on the side on team. I think, you know, he's really helped elevate ENCE to the level that they deserve to be performing at.
Yeah, great tournament all along, really. And also credit to Virtus Pro, because this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time ENCE have actually dropped maps so far in this tournament as well. So, but it's the only team to push them that close. And really could have gone either way, even as we go into this final map. I think we look back across the series, all 6 maps, there was an argument now they could have gone the other way as well. Virtus Pro, heavily competitive. Big performances from Sauna, big performances from Shockwave. Good use of their strengths, right? We always talk about can teams get the most out of their strengths. And as much as the Anakiri maybe failed them on the Junkertown, there was certainly a lot of tough questions asked their events along the way. And they played into it well. And that Circuit Royale, another good example of that.
Well, Sauna here in the chat. Go watch Second Point last fight. I stand on the Mega and don't get it. Is did they POV you doing it, or let's see this Pavo. Right.
What did he say it was, sorry? Wait, I'll just get up to your stream. I'll leech. Let's leech. Kev robbed. Streamception now. Maybe he's not getting it. Oh well. Don't think Ceravas was close, but sure. Yeah, but it's still across the series, right? Across the series. 3 or 4 4 close maps, 5 close maps. Not marbles time. I need.
Skye is joining us for a quick
back?
chat.
I got an interview.
So first and foremost,
here we go.
congratulations,
Roger.
you guys did it.
you.
Finally taken the EMEA crown. Do you think this is all just due to the meta, or did you just evolve as a team?
I think the team has evolved. I think Kellex is really good and it's a big upgrade. But I also think it's a really good meta for ENCE right now.
I'm curious for you, to be on this team and finally be winning a championship. ENCE has been in the last 2 grand finals in EMEA, but finally secures the first place. How did you guys feel coming into today? Was it total confidence? I mean, you guys had kind of not dropped the map so far in the bracket. VP, of course, did fight back well, but what was the emotion like, not only coming in today, but also finally securing a championship for the team?
I think we were a little worried to face SSG because last stream they beat us, but they got 3-0'd, so we knew we were going to win against VP.
Ooh.
You were just that confident in the matchup against Virtus Pro. Was there ever any doubt throughout the series? They tied it up 2-2 after Paraiso, but you just were confident in your game throughout.
I think we just lost to ourselves on Paraiso and Circuit. They played well, we played bad. But yeah, I think I still thought we were going to win.
Okay. I do want to ask one more question, of course. Now, I saw you back in Dallas, and that time I was part of that Twisted Minds roster, and I'm not going to bring up that Twisted Minds roster because we can kind of forget about that. But I do want to ask about you being part of this ENCE team now. It really does feel like this ENCE team, this roster, it just clicks. It just feels like
GB
so
murdering people? Stop murdering.
Together. That must feel so great for you to be part of this
I
team.
believe I have to
as Stockholm approaches later
say
on
that
this
so
year.
often, GB. Stop murdering.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, this team is just really nice every day to play in. Like every day it's not pain to scrim like it's been in other teams. So yeah, it's very enjoyable to play the game.
That's great.
Even when sometimes we lose, it's still enjoyable.
Yeah, wins and losses, man. You gotta take both. Today it was the victory, though. You guys absolutely popped off. Skye, thank you so much for joining us once again. Congratulations to you and the entire ENCE squad.
Thank you.
ENCE, are your
GG Shockwave. Really reasonable effort. Hell of a performance. Had Kai's fucking number for a big part of that too. Yeah, hard team. I think ENCE are a super good team right now. You're the only team that even got close to him, you know? All tournament long, so should be happy with the run still. Good circuit point haul as well, right? Good circuit point haul in terms of getting qualified for Stockholm. You got a really big haul, and the other two teams who got good hauls were mostly SSG and ENCE. Gaming Gladiators are maybe a bit fucked now. Just maybe a head-to-head between you and TM into stage 4 for it. It's over for the scrim bucks. Yeah, here we go. So, is this this is 100 points per person, right? Or wait, I'm pretty sure it's 100 points per person, no? All right, here are the updates. So VP into the lead here. Narrow lead over TM. Narrow lead over GG. How the fuck are you 4th? What do you mean? You think you should be higher, Tread, or lower? You think you should have been at high? Don't know, TM got 4th, right? Just because they had the, Did Bliss and Vigi? Bliss and Vigi didn't have any points, right? Because they came from Korea? How did TM still have so many points? Because you guys have... I don't know, maybe it's okay. Liquipedia has it different. TM just lost so many players. I guess that's why, right? So even though they won stage 1, it was the lowest value one, and they've lost a lot of that. So Virtus Pro... Oh yeah, and this one, Twitter's mines are ahead though, right? Is that true? Was this at... Oh, right, Tread's just linked me. This was at the... This was before, right? So this was before you had 380. Wait, fuck. All right, let's do some comparing. Let's do some fucking science, shall we? So this was beforehand. GG had 380. GG now on 480. TM were on 255. I mean, TM are actually just so far behind, right? So 255 to 465. So TM have actually gained massively. And then VP are on 520, coming up all the way from 170. So VP are obviously the big winners that you'd expect. ENCE at 590. GG didn't have 380, no shot. I mean, let's see. They got 300. Oh, they did finish 3rd, did they not? 300 points from stage 2. But Johan didn't play. They kicked. Oh yeah, true. Wait, did Johan play enough? Oh no, wait. Johan played stage 2, didn't he? It was Crook didn't play stage 2, but then played Esports World Cup. It was Esports World Cup was all Crook, right? But the end of stage 2 definitely was Johan. So I think it is right then. Oh, okay. All right, he only played playoffs. I think you need... Is he playing groups? Because if you play enough group games, it counts that you get the points. So I guess Johan does have the points then. No, I'm pretty sure groups count, Shockwave. As well as main, yeah. You only needed like, because they changed it, didn't they? To like, you just need like, what was it, like 3 games minimum or something, or 4 games minimum? So it was actually a little bit easier to get, or even like 4 maps or something stupid. Let's see. What's Sweet saying? First tournament I've ever been in where winners of winners bracket doesn't get map pick in the grand finals automatically. Is that what happened in the lower bracket final as well? If you're still here, like Shockers, did SSG get to pick the map in the lower bracket final, first map? They did? But we already gave feedback? Okay.
Check out for me, check out for me.
3, 2, 1.
Our comms check. Yeah, I mean, surely they've changed it for stage 4. It should be an easy enough change.
Kill baby, nice. Good job.
Crazy shot, early court.
GG.
Nice.
ENCE clearly ecstatic about that one. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that, no. Okay, I should get it all back. I've lost. It's gonna lose the OBS emo. Hold on a second. There we go. 10-minute break. Time for some drinks. Yeah, it should be an easy enough change for that. Piss off, Toronto! Come on! Guys, I need a drink. I need a chance to recuperate. I need a chance to recuperate. Give me a chance. Give me a chance and we'll play when I'm back, okay? Oh. Alright, let me do an ad break then, and then we'll be back, and then we'll lock in. If anyone has a map in mind, feel free to suggest it. We can give it a crack. Alright, I will be right back. I need to change my top as well. Hold up. Be right back. Oh. We still got 4 minutes. Wait, hold on. One last time. All the way to the top. All the way to the top. Ooh. I guess I should add the results, right? Before I forget. Wait, let me boot up the marbles first. We had a couple of naps, Mark. Don't you worry. A couple of naps. Ooh, there we go. What haven't we done? What haven't we done? Brisk, effortless climb. Sounds easy. All right, get involved. I'll update the results. Exclamation mark play if you want to play. So let's see. SSG. Put them first, actually. Let us Pro Frio SSG. And then ENCE 4-2 Pro. Is Kevin? Kev loves marbles. It's a shame he's not as good at marbles as he is again at Tracer, you know? Alright, what are we looking at? Alright, neon green. Ooh, a Kerplunk start. I'm in. I've joined. What's the reward? A sub! A sub! All right, we all in? 10 seconds. Anyone else? Any more for any more? Any more for any more? Oh, yeah, of course. Congratulations, Kev. A classic monster performance.
Fuck you, Chris.
Oh, thanks, Joby. Good to your word for the other day. Nice, Braven. All right, that'll do. That'll do. Come on. 10 seconds if anyone else wants last-minute entries. 5, 4... 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Off to the races. Going sideways here. Coming down. Straight down the side. Everyone going down the side, actually. Oh, I guess you just go down. I guess that's just the way through down the side. Oh, wait, they're going up again. I understand. It's an elevator. Kexio near the top. All the way through. Ooh, 11th Plague. Quick overtake here. Into the front. All right. Chap sneaking his way into the lead here. Actually get a bit of a gap as we go into the first couple of tumblers here. Looking for a clean run. North Star having a struggle. Real struggle for North Star. Bernard into the lead. Bernard 1. Overtaking 11th Plague. Luigi staying close. First spinner coming up. The first one's the easy one. First one's the easy one, but still causes some problems. And the second one's hard. Could get a big speed boost here. Bernard taking the speed boost all the way through. Stuck on the Ferris wheel, though. First wheel. Bernard, what a run. Gets stuck one more time. Oh, Espire. Oh, nearly the clean sweep through them all. Gets stuck on the third one, though. Oh, everyone's getting caught up. Everyone's getting caught up. There's a way through now for S&G. Onto the stairs. Oh, the stairs are slowing everyone down. The stairs are slowing everyone down. Oh, it's a dogfight now. Everyone's involved. Oh, it's the stairs of a great equalizer. The stairs of a great equalizer. We're in groups here. Staggered starts. Group up the front is packed for first maze to try and get through. And then this big sweepy thing. Can anyone make it straight through? They've got to get through the maze first. But when it's San, king of the maze? No, Jello is the king of the maze. Give San a little bit of a push all the way through. Now a speed boost. Can they get through? Straight through. Straight through. No problems. The spinner though, San doesn't hit the spinner. San's gonna get it surely. Into the funnel. Oh, a late death, San. In first. Wait, needs to get through into the test tubes. San is in. San a clear first place. Kepster in the chasing pack. They need to get through. It's a mess. It's a mess. A few people getting knocked off. Oh, not even top 10 in the end for Kev. Toronto Defiant in 4th. More people at the back. Who's struggling? Who's struggling? Seaward struggling. 37 seconds left. Seaward gonna get timed out. Kaiser off the edge. Evil Stunky. Oh, good run on the stairs here. Seaward is so far behind. Seaward. Oh, wait. A chance in the maze. Seaward stuck at the maze, though. Must get in trouble. Juby in trouble. Wait, Juby's going to the back. They go into the back. 14 seconds. They're all through. Vey, what are you doing? He had such a lead. Seaward, no. Gets stuck again. He recovered, but he fumbles one more time. 3 seconds. Oh, the Crusher. The Crusher, no. It's gone. It's gone. San wins. Oh, San already has a sub, though. Is that what blue means? Seaward gone. VIP? That's probably reasonable, right? If a sub wins, they get VIP. I need to open a Start Coke, though. Oh, cheers to that. Toronto Defiant 4th. All right, let me get the rolls out. What time are we on the thing? Oh, it's just me on screen right now. Again. There's a limit on VIP. Yeah, we got loads of space, though. VIP handed out like candies. Do VIP for a day. Can we scroll down? Yeah, VIP for a day, then? Is that more manageable? A week? A week at least? No, I can't hand out channel points. That would be a good prize, though. Dart head roll? That's too pricey. 77? Fuck. Lots in the death column here. Go to my roles manager. All right, VIP for a week sounds reasonable. San 72. VIP. There we go. All right, 1 week until next Sunday then. All right, what's our status? Let's show him the bracket. We got time for one more then, right? We'll do one more. Should we do a quick 48-minute one? We're not doing the 48-minute one. You want 2 in a row? I'll true Kion. You get it for a week. You'll get it for, I guess, 2 weeks, right? That's how it should work. It stacks. Hold on, let me do it. Let's do a quick 48-minute one. What's a decent length? Harbinger of Void. Cool Night Sports. Okay, that one's convinced me. What does VIP even do? Just makes you look special. The week's a new rule. True, Vackers, it's a new rule. It's a new rule. Let me just check, but not. Game's not starting. Game's not starting. We're okay. All right. Seems like we're all in. 10 seconds if anyone else wants to join. Last minute entries here. Big old tunnel, long way to the end. Everyone at the starting line. Here we go. Got to get through the big funnel first. Everyone involved still. Everyone involved. Swirling. Swirling to victory. Slow and steady. Bacon Pancakes somehow lost a significant lead already. Vrakas creeping in. Creeping in. Going through. Vrakas and Buggy West in the lead. Here we go. Speed boost over the bumps. Pretty smooth sailing so far. Buggy West is in the lead, though. All right, needs to nail the jump, though. The jump's the tricky bit, right? Speed boost. All right. All right, Buggy West, airtime. The hang time's good. Hang time's good. Landing looks reasonable. All right, overshoots. No, holding one's Vrakas short. Wait, some people are short. Some people are long. Wait, stretch? No, they're just going to bounce off the edge. Oh, so many people are going too far, too far. I've nailed it, though. Jubiok, bringing up the rear. Muse has crept into the front during all of this. Crawling through. Frickin makes a mess. Few people still coming through the funnel. Some people going around the outside. Through the next speed boost. There's actually no speed boost. Just through this portal. Through this hyper ring. One more. Now into this neon swirl. Buggy West maintains the lead, still going through. One big slide now. Can it be a clean run? Buggy West, such a big lead. Has to get through this maze though. Muse, lots of people catching up now. Huge speed boost and into the maze. Buggy West, can we get out? Oh, pretty good run, pretty good run. Sir Ficulus, hot on his heels. Can he catch him, though? It's all about the final cornering. Final cornering. A few people falling here at the last second. Oh, so many people far behind. Buggy West still has the lead. A clear run. A clear run. Wait, the TP! The TP from Luang! Oh, JP! JP steals it at the end! JP with an ridiculous steal. Unbelievable recovery here. Top 10 is finalised. Buggy West only third in the end after having that lead for so long. Meanwhile, on timeout watch. On timeout watch. 30 seconds left. Wait to B's. Significant lead. Keros, what's going on? How? All right, Keros. 16 seconds. Needs a miracle. Needs a significant miracle. There's surely no way. DeBees. I mean, it wasn't pretty from DeBees, but it'll be enough. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh, Keros. Oh, JP, what a big clutch. What a big clutch. Wait, hold on, San. Hold on. I think I know what's gone wrong. I think I added it to the wrong San. Right now, San. I added it to just San 72. There we go. We have no way we've got one more. They're doing the lineups. Hold on. 23rd, not too bad from me. Not a lot of finishers, really. But a quick one, right? If we're quick. This one, a leap to remember. Let's just do community. Plays, looking for something short, Fast, aggressive parkour. Go fast. All right, gonna start the 10-second countdown. You gotta be real fast if you want in here. Real fast, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. VIP for a week for the winner. Timeout for the slowest finisher. Speed boost initially in here. Gonna take this first corner aggressively. Ape into the lead. Going down. Swirling down. Oh, this is... Everyone's in this one. Everyone's in this one. Except for Teddy and Faco. Quackaroni into the lead here. Now down the S pipe. Quackaroni, but Stark with the overtake, actually. Really fast spinners here. This is going to disrupt the lead a lot. No. Oh, some people get the speed boost. Some people skip it. Oozer. Quackaroni. They think they can cheat. They think they can cheat. Quack. Quack. What a rollout. Unreasonable. Unreasonable. The entire course has been skipped. The entire course has been skipped. There's no face. Just bounce off this. That's gotta be a speed run. It's gotta be a world record. Oh. Oh my god. Fargon and Wolf doing it the slow way. We still don't even have a second place yet. Finally, Kada comes in. A top 5 finish for Toronto. Everyone's into the spinner here. 20 seconds left. It's a race at the back, actually. Oh no, Bacon Pancake. He's getting stuck on everything. Stuck on everything. Alright, he's finally through. 12 seconds left. Can he catch up on the S? Speed boost in play, though. Oh, no. I think he'll finish. Bacon Pancake still finishes, but the slowest. Quackaroni. Look at this time difference. 36 seconds. Perma VIP for that one. You beat Toronto. Toronto have actually been pretty consistently good. Insane diff. Quack equals jumping. Doishi. Jealousy in the chat. Jealousy. Let me make sure I type your name right. Quackaroni with 2 eyes. Toronto just has the flexibility to play every map. Protection now. Protection. Or protection and aggression. All right, let's do a quick stroll. People are trying to time you out, Quack. The deflect is to protect you, though. Deflect protects you, but you can deflect the deflects back at you. Juby. Juby playing bodyguard. Juby won't let it go through. Juby won't let it go through. She's the Guardian Protector. Mm. 62 finishes. Wait, it sounds like we're starting. It sounds like we're starting. Let's not miss this one. Remember to pred your channel points as well if you haven't already. And I'm glad. All right, I'll leave this in the capable hands of Juby. Oh, unplug my headset. And all right, Busan, Toronto Defiant. They 3-0'd Nightmare last time. God, I'm glad I got to rest my voice by casting marbles for the entire break. Oh, I have it in me. I have it in me. Wait, I'm missing something. I'm missing something very important. Bang.